lost somebody.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Shadow and Sun Show, and welcome back to part 2 of Chariot of the Gods, run by Omen. I'm going to switch him over into the driver's seat in just a second. Pew. And we're just waiting for OG to get back in. I don't know what happened to him. Hey there, Rooster Games. Hey there, Shadow and Sun. And hey there, Off Grid. All right, we're all here. Cool.
Yeah, he said Restream crashed on him, so he's back. Good.
Yeah, just got back.
All right, just so you know that I'll be using my phone to get any messages, the iPad to actually talk to you all, and then my computer. So when you talk about, well, I never use PDF. I'm like, I have PDFs and books and everything. So,
What is your background? Is that like a tunneling
so that
project?
was when I was in Iraq, and that was in a tunnel, and that just when I was in there, it reminded me so much of Alien because water was dripping. And that bulge is actually from a grout accident. The pressure was a little too high, and that's 1 inch thick steel, and it bulged it that much. And that guy right there, in the safety vest, he's about 6'5". Just to give you an example about how tall that thing is.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it was, but it was the creepiest thing because behind that, about probably, I can't remember if it was 50 or 60 meters of water, maybe more. And so it always leaks a little bit, and then they had change, and you could hear the dripping water. And, you had that going on. And I forgot how far the tunnel was. I'd have to look it up. But yeah, it was. I said, well, it reminds me of Alien, so that's just perfect. Actually, if you look really closely where those lights are, that's actually the bulkhead to keep all the water out. So we were, it was well below the surface of the lake.
So how you doing, George? Been forever since we seen you anywhere.
Yeah. Oh, it's been a tough few weeks. I've been sick a lot, and the kid's been sick, and the wife's been sick.
Darn kids.
So it's and it's not like a nice one. It's just like one that lingers. So I'm like the last one to get it, so I can see where everybody else is, and it's like my wife still ears are clogged and coughing. So it's going to be like more than a week of, a week I'll be fine. It's like and and I don't respond too well to some of these colds. Some of them I just get like really anxious.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry to hear that, man.
Going around right now that seems to result in like nasal and ear infections. Sounds like that might be the one you have.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
A couple people are suffering from it right now.
Ever since COVID came in, I'm like, okay, vitamin C, vitamin D, zinc,
Yep.
It's like, all right. And then I've been barely getting sick. So, all right. Okay. I don't know if any of you have caught up on the journal that was going on.
No, why don't you give us a recap for the folks watching at home and watching later?
Sure. So this isn't the full details, but basically our intrepid heroes here thought that they were going to deliver some trinitylene. Let's see, what is it called? Anyway, they thought that they were going to deliver some basically tritium after decomposed, and it decayed rather. And instead, they got stopped. They found an SOS, was nearly hit by a ship. Fortunately, good old Davis there died. Not Davis, Leah. Let's see. No, I'm sorry, Rye. Wait a minute, which one's which? Sorry, I'm trying to find out. Nope, it's Leah Davis. Fortunately, she dodged the. She dodged it, They caught up because they were told that this was about 73 years old. They found a bulkhead that they had to cut through. Unfortunately, they had an umbilical cord. In the meantime, they found that someone looks like had sabotaged the ship. And while they found some crew members that are alive, they have not woken them up yet. But they're still trying to figure out what the hell went on. It looks like someone went kind of berserk. And they found one gentleman who shot himself in the head, and another, so they don't. And the crew used to be 17, but they've only found 6 people on the ship so far, including the guy that shot himself. And there's some claw marks or scraping marks or something. And so that's where our intrepid heroes are right now. Now they've fixed the air scrubbers. They've cleaned them out. They've got them going. They're trying to slowly warm up the ship. So taking anyone out of cryo sleep isn't a good thing to do. The ship's at least probably up to, livable temperatures. Because it was about minus 50 when they went in. And that's where we are now. Sorry, George. All right, Burke.
Sorry about that. I just wanted to.
No.
The part of George will be played by Paul Reiser tonight. Special guest appearance.
Actually, we all laugh at that, but man, I have found, because I was watching live plays of different games, and the one for Alien, I found people were laughing the most, even when there were traitors and backstabbing and everything else. They were laughing their head off. So, so as long as you don't take it personal, you can have a lot of fun.
Yep.
And let's see where you are now. So that's where you are. Again, we do have some pictures that you can look at as for the things that you found. The mission gives you equipment that you also have. George found a shotgun from the guy who shot himself in the head. And so that's what he has right now. And then if you notice, if you go into the journal, you will see that there are items that are little squares, and that tells you that it's an actual item. So anyway, that's what's going on.
All right, so I guess the last thing we did was it they were scrubbing the stuff, and we were thinking about waking up some people, or looking at them.
But it's still cold. I mean, they haven't.
Okay.
I mean, unless you want to.
We needed to get the ship.
The life support fully up.
Life support up.
Yeah.
Going. All right. Is there a map here?
Yes, I can go find you a map. I'm trying to get the proper one here.
We've removed the puffballs. So the air scrubbers should be up and going.
Yes. Sorry, let me.
Because what we're trying to do is basically get out of these suits as quick as we could. So we're not dealing with the
Yes.
having to deal with our pressurized oxygen.
Okay. And activate.
So you've got a few shotgun shells, I assume.
So right here is where George is. I believe, George, you can see where you are. And then, let's see. So that's it. Yeah, no one's gone back to deck A. I'm sorry, deck B.
I remember that I went back to the ship because there was a puncture in my suit, and I had a shower. I can't remember if I got back over here yet, or if I think I did. I kind of think I did.
I believe you did, because right now I am seeing.
Is there more of the ship to explore?
There's a lot of the ship.
Yeah.
So you have 4 decks on the ship. So you have a few things. So you have this deck, but if you go into, again, where it says journal, and it should say handouts, that gives you each of the floors.
Journal.
So these cryopods are set to
Journal.
open automatically when the conditions are livable. So we got to be ready for them jumping out of these cryopods the moment we get the life support going again. So we got to have that room on block and someone watching it, I think.
I don't see handouts in journals. Someone's journal.
It should be under Chariot of the Gods scenario.
Ah, here we go. Handouts.
And then you have handouts.
Maps. Okay. That's the Montero.
Lori Clayton is your counterpart.
And this is kind of stuff we'd have. Okay, I see. So it's all kind of unlocked here, because I guess they would have some kind of schematic for it.
Yes, so that's what. Yes, they have the schematics. What you see on your big main screen, that's what you see visually for your character.
Oh, there's a vehicle bay. Deck C, and
it's slowly warming up. And I think, if I remember correctly, you guys were off for at least a shift, so you took a few hours back in the main ship. So, yes.
Deck A. So deck A is where the cryo stuff was. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So Kyla is doing cleaning the air scrubbers. Cham was in the examination room, which is OG. You were by the intercom and a panel board.
Deck B. A lot of stuff on B.
Mm-hmm.
C. Air scrubber shaft. Okay, so that's where deck C is where the air scrubber shafts are.
Well, it goes all the way from A to C.
Okay.
Because it's also an A. So yeah, you have to. There's a little utility port that you have to go in to get into there.
Oh, I see it. Okay.
Yeah.
And then A. And okay, that was a little. All right. So, what's the room at the front of deck A? Is that where the computer is? It says UR 2000.
Yeah, that's Mother MUHUR. So that's where you went into initially to find out what was going on with the ship.
Okay. And then down below is where that carnage at the main sort of captain station. Now, I wouldn't mind checking out the vehicle bay down below.
Okay.
See what's there.
So let's see. I think you can see the ping. So you can see there are a few different ones here. There is an elevator shaft. You see a couple of elevator shafts where I'm pinging there. Here you can see where there's stairs. So there's one there, and then actually one here.
All right, I'm going to let's see. So can I move myself, or
you should be able to?
Right. Yeah, you just click, hold, and drag.
Or you can use the little arrow keys. I think will move the character also. If you have to open through a door, you'll have to click on it.
Here's a junction.
Yep. So if you want to go to the next level, just let me know.
Yeah, I'll go down to the next level.
So both of you guys who can go to the next level?
Sure.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, well, the reason I mentioned that is I can just drop you right on there, so that's why.
Because currently we're on deck A, correct? Cryo deck?
Correct. Yeah, but I'm going to move you to deck B.
Okay.
Okay. So I was thinking of going all the way down to deck to where there's a vehicle bay. I don't know if there's anything interesting down there.
Just a second.
Maybe we could check it out. So maybe skipping deck C might be a bad idea.
Okay. Sorry, I have you in the wrong location. I'll move you.
That's all right.
I can't even see my character. I disappeared.
Sorry, I'm gonna.
Oh, I just
I'll
went
move
to the
you over there.
reactor.
Whoops, I moved you a little too far. Oops, that's not.
Right. I'm
There.
dying of radiation.
There's the junction. So there's the junction for you. And let me go over and get OG there. Actor John, I think you should be right in here. There we go. So you need to, there you go.
Cool. Okay, so we have the air clean, but is the air circulating?
It's slowly. You're watching it slowly tick up from about 10% to from, I guess it was about. You're watching the oxygen levels go from about 10% oxygen to slowly they're going up.
Okay.
They're going up probably about 2 to 3% per shift. So probably in about a full 24 hours, you should be, not only will it be fully breathable, but it'll be Earth-like oxygen.
Okay.
I think if you're at about 15%, so you're already now at about, like I said, about 13%. So probably another shift, and you'll be fully breathable.
All right.
But you can still breathe. It's more of just being closer to, kind of like mountain sickness, and you'll have some stamina if you have to try running or anything. So
Yeah.
It's not lethal. It's just.
Did we break the door that went to the cryogenic containment where the 5 living crew members are? Or can we secure it?
Well, you could probably re-secure it. I believe you welded it. You had the welder, your cutting torch.
Yeah.
So you can always go back up there and re-weld it if you want.
So yeah, so if I cut the bolt, like there are the bolts, then basically I could just weld the door itself.
Yes.
A couple quick welds to keep it from opening from the inside. Because that part in the notes, the journal, where it said like they're automatically going to be released from cryo the moment the ship is good to go.
No, I think it was that they can't be woken up. Sorry, I think it's that they can't be woken up until then. If I put it down.
Oh, okay. I thought it said that they will just like the pods will open.
No, mother has to tell them what to do if it's not in there.
Okay, good. I was worried about that because that would have been, if we didn't stay on top of that, then someone would be coming out of cryo with an assault rifle, a Marine, which would probably like kill us all.
Well, it depends on which person is psychotic.
Get out of bed the wrong foot.
Well, the good news is that the person that probably put the axe into the pilot probably was not the one with the assault rifle.
Yeah, that's true.
And by your guess, is probably the people in the cryopods aren't the ones that put the axe to the pilot station. But
what do you do with a fire axe? You put people out that are on fire. I remember seeing that when I was a kid and thought, is that what that's for? Like, what is that? Then they're getting in rooms and stuff. Okay.
He's leaking. I'm not sure what's going on.
He's burning. We can't save him.
All right. So, should I continue down to the next deck, or how does?
Well, if you'd like to, you can. I will.
Well, yeah. I think I wanted to just check out the vehicle bay. Maybe I should check out this deck B. I don't know.
Okay. Well, it's up to you.
Go ahead. Is the Lyron coming along, or?
Well, you know what? While you're on a deck, you might as well check the whole area out.
Okay.
Yes.
Do like a systematic sweep, because we have no idea where everybody else is, and clearly there's some people running around with a couple of screws loose.
Well, at least, like I said, it appears that there were only about out of a crew of 17.
10 are unaccounted for.
You have accounted for 6.
Yeah, I assume they're dead. Probably got got a little space sick.
All right. Well, do you guys want to go together or try to wander off here?
The sooner we get some samples,
okay.
The sooner we can run them through the mother and find out what the hell happened.
So, OG, before you do this, let me give this to you. So, since you're in the armory right now, I'm letting you wander around, and I'm not too worried about it. Do me a favor, though. Roll your oxygen.
Okay.
So basically, every time you're going to go into a major area that you've been exploring, and I'm going to put up.
Looking for my sheet.
All right.
There you go. If you look into the journal, you'll see what's in the armory.
Oh, I just got to double click my icon brings up the sheet. Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay, so oxygen. And that was just literally clicking on the little parachute next to air, right?
Yes.
Oh, those face huggers aren't good.
So you should be down to 3, right?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
That's cool that it tracks that. Doesn't automatically.
Okay. And did you look in the journal under the art? And you should see the armory come up.
Journal. Where journals?
And if maybe I can always give this to Shadow so he can put it up there if he wants.
I'm trying to find the section where you look at the art in the journal.
Should say the art of
player journals, mission, mother instructions.
I was watching an actual play last week. They were using Foundry. They were playing Vampire the Masquerade.
Huh.
Oh no, is Hunter free? Does he want to play?
Okay.
So let me go ahead and I'll send this off to Shadow if he wants to put it up for the viewers. So this is what OG found in the armory.
Yeah, I still haven't seen it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not seeing the.
If you go to the journals.
Okay.
Yeah, journal under Chair of the Gods scenario. You should say the art of Period of the Gods.
How do I share it from Foundry?
I just put it. I just gave you something from to Discord.
Oh, very nice. It's like a pulse rifle.
Oh, so it's a Discord?
Well, I sent you in Discord so you could see it.
Well, should I share it?
That looks like
Okay, now I got to go to
That's
Discord.
Up to you. Again, if you want to, you can always go into. I don't know how it works in Westwood. But if you want the player journals, yep. So anyway, that's whenever you go to a new room and you see something, I'll unlock the artwork that I did for 3D.
That lock is pretty underwhelming for what it's guarding.
Oh, sorry, guys.
I think the lock picking lawyer would be very upset with
destroy that.
One thing I did learn from picking locks was it's meant to keep honest people honest. That's all.
Yeah.
Not all of them.
I could pop that lock open with a freaking. I could pop that with an aluminum can.
Yeah.
Or a battery. Everybody got a good look?
Yep.
Can you all see that?
You have me up in center rather than
what am I supposed to be seeing? Am I supposed to be looking at the screen?
armory. It looks like some sort of firearm.
It's a pulse rifle.
Yeah.
I believe that's what it is.
Yep.
Is it not being shared on?
It's being shared, but you have
Restream?
me as the big rather than the picture.
Okay, hold on. Why is that
You don't
doing
want to
that?
horrify our audience.
I gotta shrink you first.
I don't want to go anywhere near those showers. It's just nasty.
It's not letting me make it.
I'm not sure why it's not letting you make that one big.
There
There we go.
Okay, see it now, big. I see what you mean. You're wanting to show it to the stream watchers.
People watching at home.
Yes.
So yeah, it looks like a standard padlock. I can walk you through that.
Absolutely. I see that you all can.
Stop sharing. There we go.
It's okay. If you want to, I can always do this in the background.
Can you see what else is in the armory besides that larger firearm?
That's about it. There were probably several other weapons before, but it's empty.
Okay, well, try to retrieve that one and bring it back.
There you go. Just so any of you that want to listen to alien music can do so. I can stop it if you want. Just let me know. Uh-oh.
Sorry, I was muted.
Okay. Well, I was just wondering. All of a sudden, I heard everyone go quiet.
Yeah. So I want to check out this room here, this science lab.
Okay. Let me. All right. So, the science lab, number 2.
Number 1.
Number 1. All right. Let me put this up here. I will.
Well, that's cool. You've got the music going in the background.
Yes.
Nice. I always like that. It sets the mood for it. It's cool.
So, George, you see some more containers, a pile of bones off in the corner.
That's not very sciencey. Okay. There seems to be some jars in these things, so
yes.
Let's see here. I'm gonna go and check out that large jar on the left.
Okay. You notice that the floor looks like there's some tar on it.
I'll try to avoid that.
Okay. Like I said, you can see that there's a pile of bones,
Does it look like enough bones for like the rest of the crew?
You're not sure. I mean, there's
I guess.
Can you do a skull count?
Yeah. All right. Maybe I should back out of this place. This is a little creepy. I'm gonna kind of back out slowly and close the door.
Okay.
I was gonna grab a jar, but
Shadow, did you?
Can you get like a rough guesstimate on skulls that you saw?
I don't know. I'm not a forensic pathologist.
You know what a skull looks like, though, right?
All right.
His point was, I'm not digging through bones to find out how many skulls.
Just a casual glance. You see 3, you see 6, you see.
I'm afraid like a bone shard will like pierce my suit. I'm not going to touch it. You know something? I'm going to.
I'm asking you to touch it. Just do a visual count from where you're standing.
Okay.
You know.
I will. Okay. I will get a little closer to the bone pile, and kind of see if I could identify on the surface if there's how many skulls maybe I could see. And I tell Lyron, maybe you should come down here with your new gun.
Well, who's this guy here? A couple meters away from me. In the Science Lab 1 doorway.
Oh no, that's George.
Oh, okay.
Okay, what?
So I saw you moving around.
Yeah, so you see it as well if you go and look at the Science Lab 1. What you do is you see some jars, you see some tar on the floor, you see some more of these puffball mushrooms, and in the corner you see what look like a pile of bones. I'm not sure if you can see very well for that, but I put the artwork up there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it's a couple little like a fridge with like some jars in it.
Yeah.
Canopic
jars. I also gave Shadow the. I put it in the Discord, so if he wants to go post that for the viewer.
Oh, it won't leave the thing there. Okay. If I see like it just seems like a lot of bones.
Yeah, but you see those roundy things? Are those puffballs or skulls?
Which ones? In the middle of the room?
Yeah, in the middle of the room.
Those are the puffball mushrooms.
Okay, where's the bones?
It's over on the left-hand side. I'm not sure if you can see very well because
yeah, it's very dark. But
yeah, that's intentional.
It's very dark, but from the reflections and the curvature, I'm looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 4, possibly 8 skulls. I could be wrong. If I had to bare minimum it, there's 2.
So possibly most of but the pile is so big, I can't picture that being that many bones. It's like I think most of the people are in that bone form that are left.
So how many crew was this ship supposed to have? What was the crew complement?
The original crew complement was 17.
17?
With the synthetic.
And synthetic parts in there?
Well, we know there's 5 at least in the cryo, plus whoever else was killed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Plus the guy who shot himself.
You've only got so many bones to play with.
Yeah. I got it. Yeah. Like, is that enough for a dozen people?
You're probably assuming that your estimate is it's probably anywhere from 3 to 6 people.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna see that big. I'm gonna take a look at that big jar. I'm gonna see if there's any labels on it or something.
So you can step around everything.
Yeah. I'm gonna.
So you start seeing that some of the tar looks like it's leaked out of some of these jars.
Oh, that's what it's in there. Okay, no, let's not touch that.
Yeah, you don't get.
I see. Okay, I can see in one picture there, like it's doing that.
Well, like I said, the picture's not perfect. It's just to give you more of a feel.
Yeah. Okay. Any labels? Anything? A data pad? I'll try to see. It looks like there's like a little VCR underneath that other thing. Is there some kind of just something I can see where if there's any kind of label that's left, or somebody's notes or something?
So you see an intercom. If you look closely, you see something in the goo or in the tar. So you see something in the tar, and then that's the urns have some strange markings on them. The vases, containers, whatever you want to call them.
Okay, there's sort of like not normal like English. Okay, no. I'm gonna grab a large shard of the bone, kind of maybe try to see that. I'll try to move whatever is in the fungus off of whatever that thing I see in the fungus.
Okay.
The puffballs, whatever we call it.
All right, so you try and get in the puffballs, and you start trying to move it, and you watch one of them go like this. But in it, you can see what looks like an access card.
Oh. All right, I'll try to drag it out. Try to like pull it out of the thing.
Yeah.
And
so you get a couple more, and they go, for the mushrooms, but you're able to get the key card out of there.
Cool.
It's got a name on it?
I gotta wipe some of this gook off first.
I'll lend you some hand sanitizer.
Let me get this tar off, with hand sanitizer. That's like, what you do see is Ava.
Okay.
I'm going to go through the ship's rostry and see who that was.
All right. So as you flip through there, go ahead, little Comtech.
Give me a moment.
I mean, I'll tell you what it is regardless what you get, but we're just having you practice a little bit.
Skills. Did it roll?
Did it roll? Let's see. No, it did not. You did not.
I just click on the icon on the right, correct?
Yeah, I believe so. Yep. And you should make sure it says public role. Well, let's see for your character. Oh. This is more just so you can get familiar. There we go. It takes a while as you try figuring out.
What was the result?
It's going to take you about 15 minutes, but you find out what it's in there. So you're like, son of a, why don't they ever organize this thing properly? How everyone goes through like windows.
Okay.
And just for old time's sake.
Nice.
Anyway,
it's got. I can smell the punch cards from here.
Just for the audience that doesn't know, it is the sound of the typewriter, kind of sound that they're hearing right now in the background.
Nice.
I didn't do a lot of sound, but I figured that was a fun one, so I had to keep that up.
It reminds me of tape drives as well.
Exactly. Well, that's the same era.
Yeah. Reels running.
Let's go check out that storage room there.
Okay.
Okay. Let me go. Yeah, I opened up the door there. I don't exactly.
Okay.
It's a small area.
So when you go in there, you're going to see the. There isn't much in here. So it's yeah. So in this case, the storage room looks like it had scientific equipment, but looks like something went through and tried rummaging through it and broke like microscopes and a few other things in there. If there's anything in particular you're looking for, just let me know and I'll say if you find it. But it does have some supplies that you would find. If you want Bunsen burners and stuff like that. But
I think we're good.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess let's mark this room next to be for cleaning for the scrubbers.
Okay.
And lock the door.
All right, you get in here and
Science Lab 2 across the hallway.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
So Ava's not one of the ones in the cryo labs, right? In the sleeping pods, whatever.
Shadow?
What was that?
Is Ava one of the people in the pods?
Oh, I have no idea. I haven't gotten that information yet.
I sent you the information Discord.
Oh, okay. Well, you tell me. You said 15 minutes, And I'm like,
yes.
okay.
I'm not necessarily doing everything by 1-to-1 time.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was their non-human personnel.
Ah,
She was the synthetic. I had a feeling because people start going crazy. The first thing they're going to do is start suspecting the obvious outsider.
And so since you're in here, let me bring this one up. And let me... Okay. You see... I'm going to do this for shadow.
oh boy. Be right back. I'm just grabbing something from the other room.
Okay.
Take a moment too. I got to check my generator.
And then I'll describe what they see when they come back.
I see it.
Well, yeah, but there's a bit more of a description in this case.
They're missing legs.
Well, that's why I was waiting for OG to come back because he's in the same room.
Yeah, it looks like they're like disintegrated, like kind of
Well,
like he's a pile of leaves.
He
that's
basically it looks like someone dumped a barrel in here and lit it on fire.
Oh. Okay.
And while it's not perfect here, what you do is you see that it's it's actually its arms are crossed, but its arms are very long.
It doesn't.
Big old head.
Does it look kind of human?
Yeah, it's humanoid, definitely.
You said humanoid. There's a difference. Or there could be a difference.
I mean, it almost looks like the dimensions that you'd see from like a giant ape. Not a giant ape, but basically, if you saw a gorilla, you see how long their arms. That's kind of how long his arms are.
I'm going to go through the ship's registry again, looking at the crew. Were there any knuckle draggers amongst them?
Literal knuckle draggers.
Hybrids.
Anybody who might fit that description?
Go ahead and roll me a contact on that one. See if you can find something about it. But
I'm gonna, in the meantime, look at see if there's a name tag on him.
It's been completely fried. This is what you see: is body's buried in debris, its arms shriveled up and clutching at its chest.
Did you see my die roll? Because I certainly didn't.
Let's see. No, you didn't. Try it again. I have not seen it.
Single click, double click. What's the deal here?
It should be for you. Let me bring up your character just so we can see.
Yeah, it's not. Nothing's happening when I click on the sort
skills.
of wrench icon.
Well, instead of doing the wrench, click on just the skill itself. There you go.
Yep.
We'll count the first one here.
Okay, yeah, please.
So you don't see anything that would describe what was going on?
Okay.
But a lot of the you know that this was a scientific vessel, but it doesn't have a lot of information that you can find. Ooh.
I see what they were studying or working on. At least their mission statement.
You don't have the clearance.
Can I get Ava's card and use that? Like use the numbers or the code or the take a picture of it from there and swipe it.
You probably could, but you'd have to come over to the ship and try putting it into the, try put it into Mother.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on? Do me a favor. Roll your George and OG. Roll your observation for me, please.
Click the wrench.
Not the wrench. Just the words.
The skill.
Yeah. Okay.
I got a cock die.
I have no clue what I rolled.
Well, for you rolled one success.
Wow.
You see the way it says sixes and it shows one, which just means you generally do this. Technically, Cham did it too, but he kind of freaks out when you hear something going through the corridor.
Oh. The one that we just came from?
Yes. Yes.
There's no other way out of this room. Oh, damn. Okay.
By the way, each of you give yourself one stress.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
Well, I can do that if need be.
I'm up to 2.
Stress. Where am I?
It's at the top of your sheet.
Okay, now I'm at 2 stress. Okay.
Okay.
I'll be on the comms. Shadow, is that you? Or what is it, Eternal?
He's Lee Davis. Yeah.
Lee. Yeah. Lee, is that you in the hallway?
No, I'm still back home.
Anybody else from the ship on there? Anybody else from the crew of the Monero on here?
And
I guess there should be. So
George, you gonna stay by the door, or is that?
Yeah.
Or Cham? I'm not sure who's doing what. Just tell me a little bit.
Yeah, I was. No,
I'm getting over here. And,
okay.
Closing the door.
Okay. I'm
gonna start doing a.
I'm gonna back up over here and pull out my shotgun.
I'm going to do a head count of the people on the Montero. Find out who's where. Anybody?
So basically, only. So Kayla is like still working on this, and she's like, I don't hear anything. And she's over in the air scrubber shaft still.
Mm-hmm.
And then you see something put its head around the door.
Was OG trying to hold it closed?
Yeah, I think at this point, yeah. But so it's opening the door?
Yes. Or the door is almost automatically opening for it.
Oh, shit.
That's probably a better phrase, is the door is automatically opening for it.
I hope you're good with that shotgun. What do I have for a weapon?
No, you have the pulse rifle, don't you?
Oh, excellent. Okay, good.
I thought you have a pulse rifle. You know what? Give me 1 second here. Let me make sure that you have a pulse rifle on you.
Will they hear me screaming through the encounter suit?
Probably because there's air around you. There wasn't, then that'd be different. But let's.
So
see.
you've got a mic and a headset in there too, don't you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've got
Okay.
it. We both do. Like we can both communicate with you in the shadow.
So I'm going to hear him scream, and
We'll start.
Let me give you your.
Are you screaming? When you
No,
see
I mean,
it?
it's like yelling at the guy, like, put your hands up or something like that.
Okay. I see that this thing does not look human, so I'm just like saying, we've got a Xeno over here. I don't recognize it.
Let's see. Here we go. There's your inventory.
We got to warn the ship, right? I'd be like, close up the hatch.
There you go.
If there's one that in here, there may be others running around.
what is it?
And
close the doors, get the bulkheads closed.
the captain's going, "What are you talking about?" And that's.
We've encountered a Xeno.
There's some kind of life forms, alien animals behind.
And she goes, "Quit fucking with me."
It's probably just something the Psy guys were working on and got loose.
Okay, so
that's all.
They can hear the comms. What do they
Who knows
think?
what the freaks were doing?
Like
they clearly were messing around with something they shouldn't have. I mean, look what happened to them.
Okay, so you're shooting, but I'm going to let you see what's here. I'm going to give this to Shadow so he can see what's going on.
Don't we have cameras on our helmets? Like, can they see what
we're
seeing?
Yep. And this is what you see when you walk in.
Okay, that's horrific.
Yeah.
I think.
Can you do me a favor?
Yes. What?
Can you fucking kill that?
I don't know if it's the only one. So it's like closed. Make sure the doors are secure between the ships. Yeah,
I mean, it could have been human.
The other ship.
I can see how that was once human. Is it like plugged into the wall, or is it got a tail?
Okay. Anyway, guys, now that you've seen that, and I'm not sure if Shadow hasn't put it in the center here.
Give me a second to do that.
Okay. George and Reggie, you get to fire first before we roll any kind of initiative because you are already prepared.
All right.
Here you go, ladies and gentlemen. You're welcome. Pure nightmare fuel.
So
I'll be like, just wound it.
I'm gonna just wound you.
Okay. What is Chan doing? And then what are you doing there, George?
I am going to aim for like the groin of the creature and shoot it.
Okay.
Well, at least it won't make more.
So if you're going to do this, is put a. Let's see what your skill is. What is your skill for firearms?
Oh, I don't know. Let's see. Firearms. I got ranged combat. One.
Yes. So it's ranged combat. You're going to get a couple of since you're aiming. I'm going to make you. You can get a. Well, I say aiming, but you're aiming for a certain area of it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to give you a -2 on your roll.
Okay.
So if you're going to do that, then what you do is you go right-click range combat, and then just put your base modifier as -2.
Right-click, and nothing come up as a right-click on it.
So when you bring up your character, so it says range combat, you should be able to right-click it. It says please enter your modifier.
Let's see here. Like I have it popped out.
Okay, yeah, even with popped out, I can still. When you go over to skills.
Yeah, I'm on the.
You go range combat. Click your right mouse button on range combat.
Yeah, you'll
on the
get
word
base
on
modifier
the
or stress modifier.
Hey, Janet. Yeah, it's freakish, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not doing it. I don't know why. Maybe because I'm in Brave.
Well, I don't know. Well, like I said, I'm using Chrome, so maybe
the corporate wants to bring back a sample.
Just make sure that window is active with your character.
Yeah.
Let me exit and
Cursor should be,
I'll make
sure.
another one.
Okay.
Factors.
So you do that.
Range.
OG.
Oh, here we go.
Okay.
-2.
Yep, -2.
And what about our stress? Like, is that affecting our shot as
It
well?
will affect it. You'll see when he rolls it.
It's affecting my stress. I'm not even there.
I got a face hugger, a 1, and some nothings.
So that was with the panic condition. Oh, wait a minute! You privately rolled dice. I didn't see what you got. But yeah, you have to make sure it's public on the bottom.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Public roll. Yeah, because what you did is that wasn't a public roll, so all I see is question marks.
Weird. Okay.
But anyway, it's panic, but you're okay. OG, what are you doing?
Shooting. Am I at a proper range for using that rifle?
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay, good. Definitely shooting. So I have nothing in my range combat, so
that's fine. It'll just default, but you don't have any
stress modifiers, anything like that.
The stress modifier will automatically do it. So you don't have to do any modifiers for what you're doing.
Oh, 2 in his face up here.
Ooh. So you panic and shoot off on the side.
Okay. Have
so
we started shooting at it?
Yeah, more of Charlotte. Now we're going to actually go to initiative. So let me go do this. I think this is the... Ooh, I did not realize it was that fast.
It's going to close distance with us quick.
Yes, but you get... So if you want to go to the little crossbars, you can do that. But the way it has it right now is you get to go first.
Okay, so gotta try and shoot it again. We gotta.
Okay. Yeah. Go for it.
Come on.
You're just shooting wildly, and the thing is moving really fast.
Okay. Well, I'm scared shitless.
Okay. Since I missed the last time, I'm just gonna, aim center of mass and try to hit.
Let me see what it does first here. I mean, it does. It does weird things. That's all I'm going to say.
So it's like moves awkwardly, rolling around and jumping. And
let's see.
Gauge is weird and hard to predict shooting, I bet.
So I don't get the fire yet?
No, this is what? Ouch. Oh, you lucky bastard. It tries swinging a tail at OG and completely misses him.
Okay, so that was a tail.
Yes. He got 10 dice and he got 0 hits.
Oh, did the shotgun even work?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay.
You gonna try shooting it this time?
Mm-hmm. This is just a normal shot then.
Okay, go for it.
Was that public?
Yep. And you miss also because if you get a stress die, so you get something called the fast and the slow action. So fast action allows you to move, and the slow action means that you can, you can do something that takes a little longer. Okay. OG. Well, let's see. So that's
fast action.
Well, let's see what it does this time. Well, this is where it gets. Ooh, doesn't no tail slash. This time at George. 2 hits. George, do you have armor?
I don't know.
You should.
I'm wearing.
Yeah.
I'm wearing an encounter suit, I guess, a space suit.
Yes.
So
yes.
There's some armor in that, I imagine.
Yep.
Health, strength, agility. Where would armor be?
Should be over on your suit.
Inventory?
Yep. You know what? It's under your compression suit where it gives armor of 2.
Compression suit. Pump action gauge. Footwear. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Air 3, armor 2. Yeah.
Okay. So go ahead and roll your armor. And if need be, just put it down when you roll 2 dice.
How do you roll your armor? Like you just click the word armor?
That's it. Yes. Yep, that's exactly what you do. Just click armor.
Okay.
All right. So, George, you have taken 4 damage.
Oh boy.
Which puts you at broken.
4 damage. I have 2 health.
Some fun here. It broke your hand.
Ow. Okay.
It slashes at your hand. OG, it comes back at you. Oh, actually, do one other thing, though. You can also roll your mobility, George.
My mobility. That's a skill?
Yep. That allows you to dodge it.
Mobility. There we go.
I'm looking for it myself.
Okay. You actually take no damage.
Oh, even better.
It's because you're able to dodge this attack. I'm trying to.
Paul Reiser lives.
Trying to figure out how to get rid of it. Oops. Okay. OG, you can.
Fire away.
Oof, you can dodge, but
How's that?
I would push the dice if you can. That's up to you.
How do I push them? Yeah.
Where it says push yes or no on the chat.
Oh, see, I had my character sheet over top
Yeah,
of that.
no, that's fine. It's on the chat. You'll see it where it says push yes or no. Ooh. I'll let you. Normally, I'll let it'll fail for that, but I'm not gonna. I'll let you dodge this one because when you're panicking, you're trying to move out of the way. So I won't count that against you. Okay, George.
All right. I will shoot again.
Actually, no. Actually, it's OG's turn.
To shoot? Okay.
Yep.
I'm definitely going to shoot.
All right. You hit him.
Excellent. What kind of damage does that pulse rifle do?
Let's see.
Whoa.
You hit him, and well, here, let's do this the right way.
So I saw at least 20 there.
And he takes 1 point of damage.
Oh. No reaction, just like complete psycho.
Oh. Yeah, and it tries stabbing you with its tail.
Yeah. Boy, didn't like it.
Ouch! It gets 2. You can.
So how are they reacting on the bridge of the other ship to like our like freaking out, shooting, and all that? Like, do they have an action plan over there?
Yeah, we're about to cut and run.
Yeah, that's what I mean, man. It's like, are you watching on the big screen, taking bets or what?
All right. So you see the. Go ahead and roll your dodge here.
Me?
Yep.
Okay.
It basically tries stabbing you with its tail.
And that's mobility.
Yes.
Time to get stabbed.
You're at panic level. Well.
Stress 4.
Yeah. I'm going to tell. I have to send something to George here. Just so you know, George. And then, OG, I'm sending you something too.
I was thinking that was what was going to happen.
Yeah.
And I noticed I couldn't see George's reaction. I assume that's what was happening.
Yes.
So I imagine I'm quite shocked as well.
Raise an eyebrow, like,
Oh, wait a minute. Guess what you get to do? Okay.
So at this point, I think basically that this xenomorph has done something to me when it hit me. I'm not processing all this right now because I'm in the situation.
All right, you're going to see something.
In fact, with more
there you go.
have time to think about it than me.
Anyway, whoops.
There's another effect. What's that? How do I look at the effects?
Should just be able to click on it.
There's two of them. It doesn't let me.
You click on the.
Okay.
If you click on the little.
It's panic.
Yeah.
Panic 7.
Okay. Well, it was 7. There you go.
Wow.
Okay. George, what are you going to do?
is he still in the doorway, the monster?
The monster's like whipping back and forth between you two because he has a long tail. Oh. Yep.
I'm wondering, is there any way to escape or to run past the monster or something? Or
yeah, you can try running if you want to run all the way. Well,
I recommend it. It's because I'm slow. You'll get away because the most I can do is run slowly because I have an impaled thigh.
oh,
You'll be able to get away. It's like the bear thing. Like you only have to be faster than the other person. You're getting away from the bear. You know?
The lion.
yeah.
The bear up here. It's the bear.
I don't have to outrun the lion. I just have to outrun you.
Yeah, that same idea, right? You can get away unless there's more of them.
I'm gonna shoot.
Okay.
Ranged
Thanks
combat.
for sticking around.
2 6s.
All right. You hit.
So suicide pact it is.
Okay. So it takes it. You hit it, and it's still up, but it turns to you, George, and decides to give you. Let's see what it's going to do. Ooh. It decides to try jumping on you, George.
Oh no.
Neomorph.
Oh, do you want to roll your mobility trying to dodge it? Because it's.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. Any modifier on this or?
No.
Well,
good job. You misses entirely.
Because that was going to be a 10 base dice attack. Extra damage with 10 base dice.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Narrowly missed. Okay.
And it has one more attack.
It's got multiple attacks.
Yeah, when it tries getting you, George. Go ahead and roll your armor.
Armor. All right. Okay, it's not rolling it. Let me get in and out again. Armor. I just click on the armor and roll it, right?
Yeah. Well, yes. You need
Public roll. And I just click on the word armor in my inventory.
Yeah.
Compression suit, armor.
Yes. Well, go to the front, where it says general, and you can just click armor there. Yeah.
Ah, okay. Where's armor? Oh, here we go.
You see the tail spike go right through his head,
Oh boy.
crumpling him in.
Right to Polarizer's head.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Captain, are you seeing this?
Yeah. Yeah, basically it just goes right. It sends that tail spike right through his head.
Oh.
He just crumples to the ground with a big hole.
Captain, are you seeing this?
And then you see, OG, you're on the ground, and then you see it grab what's left of Wilson here and drag him off.
I'll try to. Can I shoot? Or is he quickly dragged off?
I mean, as soon as he did that, he dragged him off while you're still on the ground, just trying to.
Okay, I'm just like no. And kind of in shock by what I'm looking down and seeing.
Yes.
The pool forming.
Okay.
I need help. Send reinforcements.
Well, we need to get everyone out there. That's what the captain says.
I'm going to quickly tourniquet up my leg.
Okay.
And, grab the shotgun and use the pulse rifle. Yeah, use the shotgun like a crutch.
Okay.
The rifle and try to hobble my ass out of there as quick as I can.
It's going to take you a few minutes just to get ready. I mean, it's kind of like you're in shock, but it's not. Well, not quite for you. So it's.
Yeah, I need to read up more on the effect of it all. I was reading it up on it earlier.
Yes.
The considerations.
Well, so everyone, go ahead if you want to look at. Yeah. So there's just this blood trail of where, and it looks like it drug him back over into Science Room 1.
Okay.
We were just there.
Well, you're there again.
Yay. That's rough.
All right, George, your character is now going to be Kayla. Or the
Great.
captain. Which one do you want?
Who is it? Kayla is the captain, or is Kayla?
Kayla is the other roughneck, or you can be the captain.
I think the other roughneck. Based on what happened.
Okay.
For some reason, my character is like right over top of the neomorph.
Well, I'm gonna
select it.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna there. Okay.
Cool.
And then poor George is.
What the hell?
There's no more.
Yeah, that sucks. How am I not able to get my ass out of there? Am I paralyzed or something?
No, well, now you should be able to move. See if that works.
Okay, now I am going this way.
You can go up. See where this door is over here.
Oh, I was headed back up.
Okay, however, which way you want to go.
Does Kayla have an agenda or no?
Yes, I need to put the agenda up there. Sorry about that.
Oh, no worries.
I'm trying to remember where the heck the I think the central thing is just up here. There we are, stairwell. That's what I was looking for.
What is Kayla's last name? Is it Rye? I can never remember. It is.
Yes.
Yep, Kayla Rye. Okay. Let me pop her open and throw some stuff onto you.
Eventually, we'll just be the cryo freeze people.
Actually, that's what it says. Is if that occurs, is there you go.
Cool. I can see it going to that. So I'm on the stairwell trying to get the heck off this ship. Like,
okay.
Real quick. For someone with a impaled thigh.
And Kayla, what is your plan for doing this? And what is Lee going to do?
I'm going to sit in my chair and keep watching.
Who's secured the door? Like, who's at the hatch?
Okay, so we're gonna let me move you up to the next level. Kayla, what are you doing?
I assume I was scrubbing those areas. Yeah.
Yes.
Do I have any weapons on? Do I have a weapon? I don't even know if I have weapons.
No, you do not have any weapons.
Okay, I'm gonna go and try to. I'll try to help OG's character escape if I can, but keep a distance.
All right, so let me go over for. Wilson is no more, so there he goes.
Wilson.
What deck had our connection?
Where did you do it on the first? Did you get to the junction, or did you go through? Yeah, you would have gone to the junction up here. So that's where you are right now. And then, okay, let's come over to help you.
Between the ships.
There you
go. We connected the hatches.
Yeah, that should be right here where you are.
Okay. So I want to, like, is my torch anywhere nearby here? Like, can I have people meet me here with the torch so we can see this stuff? And...
Well, you have a torch. You have it with you.
Okay,
you're able to hobble off after the thing pretty much, you assume, ate George. So it's... And then...
tough day at the office, eh, George?
Yeah.
And Captain Miller's like, you need help to get him off. Let's get going. And if you look on your equipment under the journal for the mission, you should have a bunch of items there.
All right.
Like you. So there's a service pistol. There's a bolt gun.
Badass.
You already have the cutting torch and the harpoon grappling gun. So Shadow? Gonna help them out? Oh, by the way, all of a sudden you start hearing...
It's like he's watching a horror movie. He's not,
he's like, what the hell?
I'm trying to warn you.
She is wondering, what the... What did we all become freaking stupid and suicidal? This is beyond our ability to deal with and handle.
All of a sudden, the captain looks over at Mother and says, something's going on. And also all these lines start going through on Mother.
Like...
And then all of a sudden you hear this.
I'm not hearing anything. Are you guys? I got you pumped up all the way, Elman.
Oh, okay.
My ass is double timing it.
Is it not that? Let me see.
So I got a limp.
On our ship or on the Montero?
Shotgun.
Do you hear that?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
People in the next room hear it.
I literally don't hear it.
It's an alarm.
No.
You hear it, George?
I literally don't hear it.
Well, so what you're hearing is self-destruct sequence has initiated.
10 minutes,
On this
right?
ship, on our ship.
Correct.
On our ship?
On the Montero, the one that you're trying to get back to.
This isn't good. This isn't good.
We've been betrayed.
I think it was that suit.
No, the mother's trying to get us to go to the other ship.
Corporate directives.
Can you take Mother offline?
I am going to find out.
Yeah. Be the best moderator you can be.
Let's see.
Completely knock it out.
Do I know anything about that having ever been done before? And if so, what would be my first course of action other than going to the armory and just start shooting everything that blinks?
Well, two things. One is this ship's going to explode. So,
1-to-1 time. We've already used
and
it.
yeah, it's going to be basically 1-to-1 time at this point. So you got about 8 minutes to decide what you're going to do before it blows.
Whoa, 3 minutes before you can override it. Or 3 minutes, that's all we have to override it, I mean.
And the captain go override it?
Where's the escape pod? I'm looking for an escape pod.
Yeah, well, where are those things?
So you do have a
life raft.
Yeah, you basically have a little thing that goes back and forth. It's not interstellar, but it's from the planet to orbit. You can take that and get off. But the real trick right now is trying to get this. Right now it's hooked up to the tether. And how do you get that off? Because this ship's going to be like right next to this one if it blows. By the way, is that too loud for the sound? I know Shadow's the one that can't hear it.
Can't hear it, so I can't tell you.
Oh, I'm surprised. I thought that you heard that before.
Mother's.
I sent you a message.
Take out both ships. Is that what I'm?
What's
hearing?
that?
We'll take out
Mother's
both ships?
trying to blow up both ships.
You aren't sure if it's going to try blowing up both ships or whatever happens. It's definitely going to be severely damaged.
Our ship's going to blow up, and the ship next to us is going to blow up, or at least be heavily damaged. Right?
Correct. So,
where's the escape ship?
You have the sled underneath, which will allow you to get off this ship. But there's nothing here to keep you alive for very long. Basically, you can put enough to put on your compression suit, and that's about it. And however long that air lasts.
So,
the captain's recommending this. Let's cut the dock. Let's maneuver this ship far enough away. Let's get onto the sled and get the hell out of here. Is what Captain Miller is saying. Basically, get this ship far enough away from the Kronos, and then let the Montero do its thing off in the distance.
Repeat that. I'm
okay. We don't have much time. We need to get this thing disconnected.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next thing that we need to do is we need to pilot this ship just far enough away, set it on whatever course, and then hop onto the what's it called? I think they call it the sled. Yeah, they call it the cargo lifter transport sled.
Okay.
And get that to come back to the other ship.
Okay. Well, since I'm the pilot, who's going to discombobulate the two?
It doesn't even matter right now because things are about to blow up, aren't they?
Yes. Well, can you guys try cutting the umbilical cord?
All right. Yeah, I'll head over and try to cut the umbilical. I was thinking they were going to be coming across through it. That's why I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
If they're not coming across through it, then yeah, I'm going to go cut the umbilical.
Well, I mean, they can try if they want. We can either run across the umbilical cord, or we can try cutting it and doing the sled across.
If the captain's saying cut the umbilical, then I'm heading over to cut it.
Yeah. I'd rather cut the umbilical because that way we can at least keep the transport sled.
All right. So where's that? I gotta.
So just roll your. In your case, all you have to do is roll your heavy machinery.
All right.
What's up, Eldred? Long time no see, bro.
Ooh, you're able to start popping it open.
All right.
And then is Cham going to help you out?
I don't know if he can.
Yeah, I sent you a big message thing there in Discord.
Okay.
Going back
I didn't see it. Okay. Okay. No. Oh, okay. Now it suddenly shows up. But that would be on floor D, where they would have had any. You can try hitting to the. Okay. I'll let you know in a bit. All right. So OG has taken himself to a different room as he's trying to tend to his leg. You're able to pop it off. What is Lee doing?
Preparing to move the Montero.
Okay, so you move the Montero, make sure to get it out, and then the captain's like, "All right, you've got it going. Let's get into the sled now."
Good luck catching me.
So who's getting in the sled?
Anyone and everyone who can.
Yeah, so basically everyone that's on the Montero is getting onto the sled, which there's only 2 of you.
So there's only 2 of us not on it?
Yeah, you guys didn't make it to the Montero. As soon as you were about ready to get onto the Montero, all of a sudden Mother woke up and started going, ding, and then it decided to go into self-destruct mode.
All right, so I'm just going to throw on like a deep space suit.
Okay. Well, you already have one.
Okay, well, whatever I need to basically jump out in space.
Okay.
And point myself somewhere. Just set up.
You going to pull a Dark Star on us?
Do a space odyssey.
Are you going to try jumping? So you're trying to just go into deep space and that's it?
There you go, space about. Yeah.
Space about.
A walkabout.
You ever see the movie Dark Star?
Isn't it that one with the
long time ago? Long time ago.
Where the guy he uses the ship, whatever happens, and he finds a ladder out in space, and he rides the ladder re-entry into the planet, knowing full well he ain't gonna make it, but it's gonna be a hell of a ride.
Oh, okay. Well,
cool. It does seem similar kind of energy.
So OG,
Dr. Strangelove kind of energy.
You can either try going out the airlock, which they've already opened up, or you can try going down.
How many more cryo chambers are there that are unused?
Oh, that's okay. Yep. Sorry about that, George.
Oh, it's okay. No, I figured how to turn it off.
Oh, okay.
Well, I figured there's a music.
Okay.
There's a volume control under the music that I can change that.
All right. Sorry about that. Yeah.
Oh,
basically, he's hearing the same thing that you would in Alien with the, how many minutes until explosion. So
why am I not hearing any of that?
don't know. Do you have your computer sound on?
Yeah, totally.
If,
Otherwise,
if
I
you go to
wouldn't be
the
able to hear you.
playlist option, maybe the music is set to
Yeah.
low or muted.
Yeah, there should be a little thing that looks like a musical note.
Yeah.
Okay.
But there's nothing for your.
Anyway.
Oh, you can even pause it from here.
Now it
Okay.
stops.
Okay. Anyway, that was.
It stopped. You did? Okay.
No, it's fine. So,
Put a sense of urgency on things. For sure.
yep. Anyway, well, you guys got off. You're on the sled. You're making it back. Oh, gee, the only are you trying to go down or are you trying to go out the airlock?
Can you remind me how many unused functioning cryo chambers there were? Like I could just jump in a cryo chamber.
Oh yeah.
Say enough's enough with this, and I'll basically seal up the room with the cryo chamber again with the welder, and we'll be all protected in there, happy ever after.
That's right. So there were 5 that were working.
5 that are working, and they were all taken.
Yes. You haven't seen if the others work or not. Anyway, as you go off in the distance, you get to see it. Oh. Okay.
So you guys,
I think you're playing I don't know. Someone's playing everything.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. I was just making sure.
How do you stop it?
I can't hear anything right now.
Okay.
Other than voice.
Anyway, good enough. You're able to. You hop onto. You went down the sled. You hop onto it. You take off. OG is trying to slowly crawl himself over to the cryo chamber. You'll probably need to get down to the bottom floor to open up the bay so they can bring the sled in. If you go to deck D,
I need some
I'll just
first
show
aid.
it to you. What's that?
My character needs some first aid or something,
Yeah.
Awkward situation. So, yeah.
Well, given time, you can.
All right.
And I don't know how many of those critters are running around.
What was on this deck? We're on the main one. So let's handouts, is it? Maps. We're on deck B right now.
This is A.
Hey, okay.
OG is trying to go over into Cryo 1, and then all of a sudden you hear.
I'll help OG out get to Cryo 1.
Okay. As you do that, you hear Mother come over the intercom and say, "Cryo sleep disengaging, waking occupants."
Oh no.
It's going to get interesting.
All right. Well, let's go see what's happening.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're armed. At least one of them is.
Are you still using the shotgun as a crutch?
Yeah, but I can pass it to you if you're caught up to me.
I should. Yeah, I think I'm with you. So
Okay,
we're.
well, you get a gun. I'll give you the pulse rifle.
Okay.
Shotgun. How many shells are left for the shotgun? Like sufficient?
I probably took 3 shots at the thing.
You fired how many?
But the way it works is, you should have enough shots that are in the. They don't really. They track it more by dice.
Okay.
So do me a favor. Roll your reloads, George.
Okay.
Should be on your weapon. And well, you know what? I forgot to put it on. Well, we'll give this to Kayla. Give me just a second.
Inventory, space, suit, harpoon.
Because poor John has. Whoa, that is way too many. That's,
Huh.
All right.
Oh, reloads 1.
Yeah. So
I
that
don't know
was
how to roll
one.
that.
Let me. Yeah, so you just click on reload and see if it does that. Or I'll give you the shotgun in just a second here. Sorry about that.
The shotgun or the.
Mm-hmm. Well, you have there's a spare shotgun, and now you have it. So
Yeah. Well, I think OG's taking the shotgun, and
Yeah.
he's passing
I'll
me
hand you
his
the
weapon.
M41 pulse rifle.
oh, okay.
Do you have like better ranged skill? Like,
Um,
because I have 0.
I
No.
have 0. Yeah, for a Marine, I'm pretty terrible, ain't I?
Well, you're not a Marine. You're a roughneck.
Roughneck. Okay, what is that? I thought that's
Yeah,
what they
it's
call
kind of
Marines.
different than a leatherneck, isn't it? Like the term.
No, roughneck is
The
just
Marines,
me. Well, roughneck
leatherneck.
is like what they do in the oil fields. Is you're one of the
No,
guys that work.
Oh,
Marines
Yeah.
are
okay.
called
I'm just.
leatherneck.
Oh,
I thought that was a thing.
Yeah, leatherneck is
I
a
know.
Marine, but a roughneck is someone who works like in an oil field. I'll be right back, guys.
Yeah, exactly.
okay. Yeah, for some reason I wasn't. Maybe I should have went for the captain, but well, this is fine.
Leatherneck means Marine.
Yeah, I got those confused.
Now, when you're thinking Rough Riders, and you throw that in the mix, then you got like Teddy and the boys.
Yeah, and then Red Rider BB guns. And you got that little blonde kid from
Yeah,
Ralphie.
Christmas Story.
Ralphie. Yeah,
Christmas Story. It's awesome.
it's got a compass in the stock.
I watch that every Christmas. Have it on Blu-ray.
The leg lamp.
Yeah, it was that was embarrassing.
What was?
That movie.
Which one?
That scene. Christmas Story, the lamp leg scene
Oh,
was
yeah.
just embarrassing.
It was, but it was still funny. Fragile must be Italian.
Yeah, I still pronounce it that way.
It did make the father look like a bit of a Homer Simpson, though. That's what I interpreted.
Well, I still, yes, but it was the 50s, so
Yeah.
I still remember. I watched that on the plane coming back from Germany. I thought I still love the movie, but
Oh yeah, I love that movie. It's awesome.
okay. So the captain's like, "Hey, I need you to get down to the bottom and help me out. We need to open up the doors so we can bring this in."
Oh, down the D deck.
Yes. Who knows what's down there?
There we go. All right.
Or do you want to, or do you guys want to check out the fact that people apparently waking up from the cryopod?
We could use them as reinforcements and their knowledge. So let's stop there first and tell the life raft crew they're going to have to sit on standby.
Okay.
Can we remotely
make it
add it
down
up?
and do it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Can we?
All right. So what are you going to tell the captain and Lee there?
We're being played. You know that, right, Captain?
Oh, yeah, but what choice do we have?
Well, I think I mentioned Suicide Pact earlier. And we can just blow all of this and say "fuck you" to the corporation.
You know what the ultimate "fuck you" is? It's surviving. It is not just killing yourself.
You honestly think they're gonna not put bullets in us as soon as we get back to anywhere civilized?
I have no clue.
Has anybody got pirate contacts? Hook up with pirates, strip the ship, get us some new IDs for somewhere else.
Which cryopod were they ones in? I think they were cryopod. All right, okay.
Well, you just see 5 people coming out. You see a short, stocky woman, obviously taking way too many steroids. Woman with a pulse rifle. You see a couple of other men in there. Let's see.
Other men?
Well, you see. Yeah.
You said heavy man.
Well, so this lady's not very tall, but they give her like really high stats, which to me tells me that they just gave her a bunch of drugs, which they do to some of the Marines. So, you've seen the bodybuilder women where you're just like, your voice is a little low, and you were once female.
Yeah.
Did anyone remember In Living Color, where John Kerry used to play? Jim Carrey used to play this female bodybuilder,
big horse-toothed, kind of like this horse tooth thing.
Yeah, and go. Yeah,
yeah.
We're implying that she was taking so many steroids, for horses.
Yeah. Ran around and pranced and galloped and stuff like.
Oh yeah. I'm just the prettiest woman in the world. Anyway. We'll have to send you a link there, Shadow, just so you can see. Anyway,
that's brilliant. The Living Color.
Oh yeah, there was arguments about pay, but I love that show just because, boy, you want to talk about as completely politically incorrect as possible.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yes. Well, I was thinking, Homie the Clown.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, don't mess around.
And then, of course, the men on film from a man's perspective.
Oh yeah.
They're as gay as could be.
That tiny little hat. Dude had a tiny little hat on his head that was like strapped on. A little tiny miniature top hat. It's hilarious. The weigh-ins. I think that's right. The Good Times, man. Like that was some good TV back then.
Let's see. Yes, the Vera DeMilo was what they did.
It's funny in chat.
Yes. Anyway, we'll have to. So, anyway, so the captain and Lee are waiting outside as you watch the Montero explode off in the distance, but fortunately the shrapnel will take forever to get to you. So you'll be able to move this at some point. But you'll have to get the engines up and running to get out of here. And then in front of you are 5 members of the crew. Okay, one of them with a pulse rifle, and the other ones are just completely unarmed.
Okay, so they're conscious. Are they talking to each other? Are they looking around?
Yes. Yeah, they're looking around. An attractive middle-aged woman that seems well put together introduces herself as Lloyd Clayton, representing the corporation. Saying, well, I'm glad you found us. What year is it? Or what's the date?
Yeah, I'll give her the date. I don't know exactly what it is, but I'll tell it's been
Yeah.
like what,
Well,
70 years or something like that.
Yeah, it's 73 years or 72. Yeah, it's anyway. All of a sudden you see this look of shock and horror, and it's realize that everyone that they know is probably dead by now.
70 years ago, right?
Yes. She says this was a scientific vessel, and we were.
Yeah, there's something weird going on. Did you guys like pick up like a monster somewhere?
And you see a.
Good question. Something went sideways.
Yes. So you see the what's his name? Make sure you know. So Daniel Cooper says, "Well, we caught something, and it was turning people into white monsters, and only a few of us made it off the planet alive." But interesting.
Okay, so the xenomorph contamination came from a planet you were on?
Well, what happens is that if it breaches if you breathe it in from those puffball mushrooms,
Knew it.
and you don't take it can enter your lungs, and then it will start transforming you into one of them.
Uh-oh, so Wilson was doomed from when he was
Fucking
pushed
called
on
it.
puffballs.
I don't think I was breathing it in.
But
Just from being in proximity, I think, though.
Can it get through our air filters, through our breathers?
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Well, it should not. But anyway, you see that they aren't wearing it. He says, but we were able to find out that we were. But we found a cure.
Oh,
excellent.
He said, so if any of you are infected, we highly recommend that you take it.
Do you have a test to see if we're infected?
I've been cleaning up those puffballs all along, so I might be infected.
This is why we need to get to the science room. We need to get to the science, which oddly enough,
I'm the only one in the room that has a hole in my leg from the creature itself, right?
Yes.
So as far as like experience with the thing close up, it's pretty intimate. I don't want to repeat it. How many more of these are there, and how many do you know about running around on this ship before you put yourselves on ice?
Well, we had to shoot several of them. We had a few crew members turn into that, and we had to try getting them down. And then after we took off the last one, we had a couple of people man the ship while we went into cryo sleep.
Yeah, it looked like some people burnt some of the rooms down, like the cockpit and a few other rooms.
So really, that's odd because everyone was fine.
There's a fire accident.
They weren't fine. They were far from fucking fine. One of them, one of them took an axe to the CNC. One of them tried sword swallowing their own shotgun.
Said must be space psychosis. And then they look over at two of the bodies that are that are desiccated. Said, well, they must have woken up out of cryo sleep or something, and just lost it because space does weird things to people.
Yeah, maybe your cure does weird things too.
So, but we're fine. We haven't changed any.
Maybe it doesn't affect everybody.
I can change that.
There's at least one of those things running around. Put a hole in our buddy's leg here. and
Killed her other friend, your counterpart, the corporation, friend Wilson.
Well, we thank you, for coming to rescue us.
this ain't no rescue. Mother just blew up our ship.
What?
Mother blew up our ship. We were here to rescue you. This ain't no rescue.
Well, then our only option is to try getting the ship back up to working order so we can take it back to Earth.
And take those puffballs with it.
So, well, you said you have to use fire. One that we have.
What's up, per? Long time no see.
What's that?
I said, "What's up, per? Long time no see."
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Wailing you time.
Yeah, no, the corp wants us all them.
We're the next test subjects. That's what it put us over here for, I think.
To make sure at least one of those creatures gets into a better lab than the one you had.
Well, we have no problems killing it. So we had to kill a couple of them.
And how exactly did you manage that?
We just shot him. And Valerie, you see Valerie, the Marine, Corporal Reed, tap her pulse rifle. Well, if it bleeds, it can die.
Yeah. You got more of those? Or are you going to take them all out yourself?
There's an armory with more weapons.
Well, there was just that one weapon in there. There
was one rifle, and there's a whole bunch of us, and two of us couldn't take out one of them. So
we got 2 assault rifles and a shotgun as far as firearms go.
Oh, and you do have a bolt gun and a service pistol.
Okay.
Where are these?
They're actually with you, Shadow. Over. So Lee has either. Do you want the bolt gun or do you want the service pistol?
What's the difference between the two?
Bolt gun does more damage, but you have to reload it each time. And then think of it like a heavy-powered nail gun. And then
I'll take the service pistol.
Okay.
Too bad it's not a bolter like 40K.
Yeah, I was hoping, but I knew better.
No.
I figured it was like a glorified nail gun.
Yes. Well, you also have the cutting torch and and the harpoon gun that can be used as weapons as well.
Out of the shadows.
This is desperate. So what does this creature need to survive? Can we cut off life support to the areas where they are and secure the parts of the ship that we need?
Well, if it's still alive, my assumption would be that it probably can hibernate.
That's fine as long as we can seal it off. So we can do what we need to do, but I don't suggest going back to Earth with this. We should go to the nearest place where we can get off and find civilization, but at the same time, like jettison the ship. Or like open it all up to vacuum once we're out of it. So we can
maybe push it off into the heart of the nearest star.
Yeah, but there's a chance we could blast open the doors in space and just let the vacuum come in and basically destroy everything we need to, suck it all out into space, clean it that way.
They'll retrieve something. I don't want to see the corporation get one molecule of this freaking nightmare back into a lab.
But it's the kind of money we could get money from selling the ship, and that's our money for new IDs, so we can get away from the corporation. They're going to send people out.
Shit. They remote controlled our ship into a freaking killing machine. You think they can't do worse? They know exactly where we are right this minute.
We could take this somewhere close, and maybe like to a habitable planet nearby, and get rid of this. We can use the shuttle to get out, and maybe kind of put this thing on a collision course for a star. Like put this on a collision course for a star near a habitable planet. We get on the skiff, go down to the habitable planet, and just let it get destroyed.
Sure.
Can't bring Mother online though. As soon as you do that, the ship can be remote controlled, and corporation can do whatever. So we have to do all this, and keep the AI offline.
Yeah. Well, it hasn't gone over there in 70 years. It hasn't done it itself, so maybe it's not capable.
Yeah, because the previous crew freaking chopped it to bits, I'm guessing.
Yeah. Also, the engines aren't working right now.
Probably because it was coming to similar conclusions that Mother on our other ship, the Monsanto, just came to.
So we gotta survive, basically.
Oh, anyway, looking at the crew, they look somewhat emaciated. One of them throws up. They all look dehydrated and headaches and things like that. Like we need to get to the probably medical and need to get some food and water for us.
Mm-hmm.
And you know how that is. It wasn't nearly as bad as it was for you all when you came out of cryo sleep, but they've been in there for 70 years. So
I got to bring my fluid levels back up too.
Yeah.
Oh,
but I'm all bandaged and everything's patched and everything's mum on that.
And you see, go ahead.
Yeah, so priority is to kind of survival right now. And one, I guess we should let the captain in and find some foods and stuff like that, and also defend ourselves from whatever that thing is. It was on deck B, I guess.
Yes.
So
apparently, yep.
Yeah, so we'll have to avoid deck B
to travel, and we should have at least 2 weapons in each group.
Yeah.
When we move about, otherwise we stay in one big group, biggest group we can.
And best run away instead of engage right now, unless you really think you can take it out.
Yep. Agree.
So you're going to go down to
We'll head down
to deck D to let him in.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
so which stairwell are you going to be using for this?
Let's see here.
Oh, these are elevators right here too.
Wait, where?
Those are elevators?
At the far left and right up top here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's take the elevator, I guess.
Okay. So, the first elevator you see, it looks like it's you try opening the doors and you realize that there's just a shaft straight down.
Oh. Let's go to the other one.
The doors are a little ajar, and you can look all the way down. It looks like it's been crushed a bit, like it just fell. The other one you can't really open up. Apparently, you're going to have to restore power for that one. So probably the best way is to take the stairs down.
All right, stairs. Which?
So you've got one here, you've got one there, and you've got one here.
Well, let's not go close to the stairs that we were at before.
Yeah, and this, by the way, this is going to be vacuum at this point because you had to cut through that airlock. So probably not best because none of these people are protected.
So I'm sorry, the one I'm nearby is bad.
So this one you probably want to seal off.
Yeah,
this
I'll
one
seal it off then with the torch.
Okay, and then all right, and then you've got this one right here.
I think the one I used before was the furthest back one.
Okay.
So I don't want to use that one.
You want to use this one right here? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We'll just move all of you over there. OG's trying to run around. I'm just going to move him up.
Trying to get to it.
There you go.
Cool.
Anyway, so we're going to go down to the second floor here. And they probably need to go to the med lab. Which, by the way, that's right over by the science lab. So that, or you can try.
That's the armory.
Yes, well, that was the one gun that she found. So there's the mess hall, and then there is a med lab. Or if you want to keep going further down, you can keep going down the stairs to deck C.
We might as well hit the med lab up and take whatever supplies we can out of there. Probably nothing in there, but
is that a med kit?
That is a med kit.
So I'm going to grab that.
Okay. And there were 2 med kits on the first floor as well.
Okay. I'm going to keep an eye on those and grab them as I see them. Stash them in our secure quarters area.
Anyway, you can either go to the med lab or you can go down. Here's the real question: are you guys going to go to the med lab first, or you can go down to the? You can go down the stairs to let Lee and the captain in. Or do you want to try fighting and killing whatever's here?
Well, we should let the people on the ship who need to be let on the ship. That's priority.
Yeah.
But I thought the people that we freed had a bunch of demands.
Yeah, so up here is where you're going to... I know you're wandering around, but I'm not doing anything.
Can you put me on the deck? Or
I will, if you guys just tell me which way you're going. Are you going to go to deck D?
Okay. Let's go. I say go to deck D. Okay. We get more guns.
So there you go.
All right. I'll go for any kind of control.
You know what? It's actually deck A you'll need to go to, and you want to go over to the cargo office right here. So as you go down the stairwell, you can come over here, and I'm going to put up where you can see the catwalk.
Oh, it's open to deck D. Okay, I see.
Yeah. So it's up. Yep. We'll say since this has since it opened up the bottom, we'll say that this right here, the people stay in the stairwell where they can lock it off for the moment, and then you guys will come into here to take the cargo office. So then you can open up the doors. Let's see if I can get this done. Where's my cargo bay? Ah, there we go. So you should be able to see the cargo office here. And go ahead and roll me a contact.
In the art, you mean?
I'm sorry. No, in your character sheets.
Roll what?
Comtech.
Comtech. Okay, I got. Oh, cool. All right.
All right. Cool. That's a lot of Comtech. Anyway, you're able to open up the doors and bring them in.
Cool.
Okay, sorry, let me put your characters in here. There you go. You're able to see down as the doors open. It opens up down. So basically, about that. Come on, there we go. So the bottom opens up like this, enough that the ship can fly in, and it closes back up. And it takes about 10 minutes to do the whole thing. Just because you have a big vacuum, so it has to suck the air out and then bring it back in.
Get those guys to the med bay.
Okay. I know you're wandering around, OG. I'm just not going to tell you exactly everything you see.
I'm just sorry.
That's fine.
Didn't see where George was, I guess. Okay.
No, he's up over by the catwalk there.
On the catwalk. Shake my little tush on the catwalk.
All right. So everyone's back in. They're able to come back up. At the very bottom, you're going to have to restore power at some point. But you probably need to, the stairwell goes all the way down. Lee, what are you doing?
Making my way to group up, right?
Okay. All right. So you're all going to meet up here, and then, sorry, I'm going to move you back up to get everyone back into up here. All right. So everyone's coming back again. Give me just a second. We're using this one as the right there. So this is the main person, whichever way you want to go. I recommend that we go to med bay first, which is down here. And I recommend that you guys take the lead along with Reed there, in case he comes out.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So go left, and then down. That's all storage. There.
Is the one I'm supposed to go to?
Yeah. They go straight down.
George, you come backing me up?
Yeah, of course. I'm not on the map. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I'm just here.
Oh, it's okay.
There.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. Anyway, sorry. I'm assuming you're all going as a big group with a big line.
Yeah, we're not splitting up.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's
So that's why I'm just doing that all in there.
Directions.
And as you go in, this is what you see. You see a
Was there a way out of that science lab?
there was a science lab on the other side.
Yeah. Oh, I'm just looking at the map here. So it's like
Yeah. So here we go. Oop. Here we go. So in the side in here, you see two cryopods. One of them. So you see a few different things in here.
Did you send me an image?
The art.
Oh yeah, I'll send you the image. Sorry about that.
Oh yeah, I see it. Appalling med pod. It's just appalling.
Must medicine going to be done here.
So
The stuff in the jars is appalling as well. It's like a play on words. It's like it says it's appalling med pod when you say it. Like it's look, it's appalling med pod. Well,
yes.
Stuff in the jar looks appalling too. All little jars.
So in the jars, you notice what look like
skulls,
little white, almost like crustaceans that are in the jars.
Okay. Well, the one's shattered, and the one's got looks like face hugger exploded.
So yeah, so you see Some of them contain the puffball mushrooms in one of the jars. The other one is that you see one of those metallic jars that you saw in the science lab. You also see that there's some vials.
Okay.
There's some glass vials in there. I'm sorry. That's the one.
On the right in the metal pan, metal pot.
I'm sorry. This is what you find out. So Flynn, the medic, goes over and he opens up. Of course, they're all sitting down. And he looks over and says, well, something broke out of that med pod. And then he points over and says, see those things? That's what happened to a couple of our compatriots that were affected by the puffball mushrooms. That came out of them. He says, but we worked with but we were able to find a cure for it. And he goes under, and he opens up the drawer, and there are 6 syringes there. He says, and we strongly suggest that you take these, so you don't end up like that thing that got your friend. Oh, by the way, so this one is broken. I'm sorry, you can't see that. The one on the left is shattered from the inside, and the one on the right has a bunch of blood all over it.
So, what's inside? Can we see?
You'd have to probably you'd have to open it up.
What did we come down here for? Some med packs and to get out of here?
Med packs to treat a couple of the people here, and then also for the syringes to make sure that.
So, are we sure that we were exposed? Because I assume my character was in a spacesuit.
They were, unless you ran out of air.
Okay.
So it's possible that, depending on what you say your character is if they were exposed or not. Did they open up their thing and I finally have some fresh air?
Oh no! I think because she was cleaning up the puffballs earlier, and I think at the time the whole fight happened, I think we were still down low on the air. The air wasn't quite breathable. The atmosphere wasn't breathable. It wasn't warm enough yet, so I don't think she would have opened up unless she'd lost oxygen or something.
All of a sudden, you start noticing. Now everyone has migraines and they're hurting, but Dr. Cooper just is going, "Oh, my head." And all of a sudden you see him fall down and start just shaking a bit.
I'm going to put a bullet through the back of his head.
Okay. Roll your empathy.
Service.
Roll your empathy.
Let me get to my character. I have none, but okay.
Well, the reason is and the aliens look, which I actually kind of like, is if you fail your empathy roll, then you can shoot him. Otherwise you can't do it. You can't.
Where will I find that?
So it's one of your stats.
Oh.
So for Leah Davis, you should have under general. Should have where it says empathy.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to have a special trait to just shoot someone in cold blood.
Yeah, that guy died.
Let's see if it works.
I can't get.
So if you go onto your character sheet, okay, go to general.
Your audio is getting weird, Shadow.
Yeah, you're frozen.
Yeah, because I'm on another screen.
Oh, okay. So what you do is you just open your character sheet.
I'm on general. Yep.
And then right where it says empathy, just click on the word empathy.
Oh, okay. Once again. Roll stress dice.
Nope, no stress dice. Okay, no, there we go. You can't do it.
Lame.
Oh no, I'm sorry. You can do it because you failed all your empathy roll. You shoot him.
Much better.
Yes, you shoot him, and everyone's horrified. Go ahead and roll. Roll your damage.
No one feels your pain. 0 empathy.
Oh, by the way, this is. I'll have to give you the pistol here.
Damage on what?
Give me 1 second here. There we go. We go to inventory. Move your service. It is now. I just put it in there. Sorry about that.
What is your empathy?
Oh crap! Yeah, that's really good.
Push it.
Wilson had a 5 empathy. Is that good?
Empathy is in how you relate to people, but also determines if you are able to kill people in like cold blood.
Okay. So yeah, he probably. Oh.
So 5 generally means that you don't have the stomach for it. Leah shouldn't have had the stomach, but she does it anyway. But I got to read you the description because I really love this. Blood seeps out of Cooper's nose and ears. This is right before she shoots him. Bloody eyes roll over. Why does the scientist convulses and rise against the wall? As you and your crew rush to hold the man down, you notice that the Cronus crew back away. Busy trying to help the convulsing scientist. You don't ask them why. In the depths of a seizure now, Cooper flails about everything and everyone. So basically, yeah. With a sickening pop and a bloody splash, his eyeball launches from his face and smacks into poor Rye there.
Oh, no.
Before bouncing crestfallen, rolling under a cryotube. This time you pause, trying to process exactly what it is that you're seeing. A slender, gore-covered arm pushes its way out of Cooper's empty eye socket, reaches around, tugs at his distended mouth. As spindly white fingers yank his teeth back, Cooper does not scream. It's clear that he isn't in his own head anymore. Something else is and wants out. Flesh tears intended to snap as the thing inside the splintering skull pulls his face open right at the jawline. Finally, a thick gurgling sound wells up inside Cooper as his head is ripped from his body. His neck gushing at whatever was inside and plops to the floor in a burst of blood. And then, of course, Shadow shoots it.
Wow.
As everyone's screaming, kill it now. The translucent white thing on the floor sloughs off its placenta, struggling to stand on a four-wobbly funnel. Anyway, you shoot the thing out. And let's see what happens when it dies.
Are we under more stress now?
Oh yeah, everyone get a stress. I'm sorry, add 1 stress.
The fun just never ends.
No, but no, good job on shooting him before that.
I am not playing around. I've called everything so far, and it doesn't end well for anybody. Where do I put stress?
Top of your sheet.
Here, I'll add 1 stress to you. Boom, there, you got 1 stress. I'm trying to figure out where the.
And if you pull up your sheet, you double click your character icon.
Okay, let's see. Oh, did it? Oh, here we go. Oh, you don't have to roll panic right now. All right, what do you all do? But basically, you see it wounded, and it screams, and it tries running out of the room.
This thing's still alive? Yeah, I'm going to try to shoot it too.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
I wish I had a good melee weapon. I have like 2 in close combat. And I can push my strength because it's based on strength.
Well, it depends if you want to smash it with your fist or if you want to like bash it with a
wrench or something.
Or your gun.
I suppose, right? I just don't know how much damage that would do. It'd be nice to have a weapon, like a purpose-built melee weapon, but imagine there's not many of them on this ship.
I mean, unless you get a big pipe wrench or something. All right. You hit it. No, you hit it. It was. Oh, you pushed it again. So, okay. You kill it.
Okay.
You squish it.
Thank you.
You shoot it. It screams. It tries running out. Then you hit it with the
butt of the rifle.
With the butt of the rifle, and you smash it.
Nice.
Everyone has this horrified look, of course. And we'll end for the night on that.
We had our chest burster kind of moment, but it was a head burster.
Yes.
Noggin burster.
Yeah, I called the puffballs. I called the freaking whole,
Of course.
clearly, the corp wants us to go out there and get infected and give them fresh test subjects.
Yeah, totally. We're on the same page.
Yeah. I just want to give a big double-barreled, double-fisted to the corp, and any way I can at this point. Just I ain't gonna make it out, but my last act of defiance will be, throwing a wrench into the corp's freaking plans to just perpetrate more fucking weird evil. Thank you, but no thanks.
Yeah, Wayland Yutani is like the umbrella corp, basically.
Oh, yes. So a little side note here.
That was a lot of fun, by the way. Enjoyed that.
Well, that's good.
Thanks,
I know
Omen.
it's kind of
Yeah, I
slow,
really
but it's
like
like, all right.
I like the pictures, like you were, and how that worked out. That was pretty cool.
Yes. Well, I was trying to do that, but yes, I was going for that, and I've cheated a little bit, but that's okay. You still died.
I hate the fucking.
I don't mind.
I hate that kind of shit. It's just.
Well, what I mean by cheating is like I could have had it keep attacking you, but to me it makes more sense that once it kills something, it drags it off.
No, I meant what Per was saying. You've got the corpse number. Then glad you're not playing by their rules. Yeah, anyways, yeah. just want to be a big old freaking, thorn in their side before they take me out.
You're an HR issue. Those damn corporate.
Yeah. Aaliyah does not want to, from the very beginning, I'm like, there's nothing in this for us. We're just going to get freaking screwed.
Well, no, there was money in it for you.
You can't spend the money if you're one of them things.
Yeah, well, that's true. I'm not arguing with that. A little side note: these books came in for Morkborg, not Morkborg, Pirate Borg.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, that is kind of a neat cover. I can see that sort of reflecto stuff. That's cool.
And it's embossed, so you can feel it. So that's cool. This is what's really cool. I can't. You won't see it if I do it because I have a light here.
In the dark.
But this actually glows in the dark.
Nice.
For the DM screen.
That's cool.
It's a short DM screen, but I say it's short, but it's got the
what's on the other side of the DM screen. Please tell me it's not just a freaking pages of where to find stuff.
No, it actually gives you costs and stuff. But I like it because it's not too tall. Like a lot of them are full height, but these are it's about the same height as the book, which is but when you hold it up, you can look over it. But it's long, but it's not tall. So it's
see, I want it so tall they can only see my eyes.
But then you don't
I
really
know.
see as much of what they're doing, kind of thing. Like if you have it
Yeah.
out there like that, you block a lot of stuff.
Like I said, that's kind of.
See.
But yeah, no, I like the artwork for it, which is kind of why I got it. I like the rules. So you were talking about doing a pirate game. I'm like, well, this one does it pretty well. And then of course it has the, but the artwork's cool inside, and the guy who does this, he does his own artwork for all of it. So, and that's the basic.
Cool.
Yeah. But no, it has rules for ship combat, cannons and guns. And so, when we played Morkborg, it has that, but then it also has rules for, different types of ships, which he did a pretty good job with those. And
that's cool.
Yeah, no, this one is not just filled up with artwork. It actually has like rules and all the other stuff in there. So this one, I really like it. And this is actually, what's funny is, well, they said Pirate Borg is much more popular than Morkborg.
Take care, Per. Have a good weekend.
Yeah. And then, of course, they got the starter set. So, but no, my Kickstarter came in. So I really get this. What really aggravates me is I get it, but no one ever tells me that it was shipped.
Yeah, that's true. Up until you get it, it's like kind of a mystery.
Yeah, well, you don't even know when it was shipped, so it's like, oh, okay. But,
I don't think I have anything due for a couple of weeks. It's like new to show off.
And then it has the little map. No, the map I think came with the book, not the. So I think. No, I think a lot of these are pretty cool because these are. And then they've got tokens. I like what they did here too. If you get a box set, they actually put rules inside the box, so you can kind of use it like a DM screen.
That's kind of cool. I remember one game I had from way back in the day. You actually used the box lid, not only as like where you rolled, but it had like this tic-tac-toe pattern in the box from. You remember?
So wherever you roll in there. Yeah.
Well, it was like hit miss or something like that. From it was one of the original Games Workshop games, the predecessor to Battlefleet Gothic.
Mm-hmm.
I forget what the name of it was, but it had those weird Eldar ships with the sails and some other ships in it. But it had that tic-tac-toe thing. So when you rolled, it wasn't just dropping the dice in the box. You kind of could get some spin on it, some English on it, and like aim the dice to where you would hope they would bounce and land.
Yes.
So
let me guess, is if you rolled above whatever was there. But yeah. But no, I mean, these are those cool little maps they've got in here and more maps. So I think it's the same one. But no, these are actually pretty cool.
I don't know about everybody else, but we only get an image that's about this big, but it does look like they put some thought in artistic
product.
Oh, okay, that's kind of cool. Right. I've seen some ship floor plans before. Those look like a little more like they're usually like too clean. You know what I mean? Those ones look kind of dirty and grungy. I actually like that better than them being like sort of pristine.
What scale do they have? What scale do they have everything to? Like on those other maps, like 25 mil or?
Well, this one is for miles. So this one's done in miles.
Well, those other ones where it was like the ships you put down, like what intended size was it for the miniatures or the paper?
Yeah, like
I guess it's probably. I'll have to go look.
It's like an inch base.
They're 1 inch scale. So whatever, which would normally 28 millimeter, but you can use it for whatever you want.
Cool.
Like most things, it's like. But yeah, so I assume that these are each 5 foot. If you're doing like a D&D.
I'll be right back, folks.
But yeah. But no, this was.
Neat.
No, it was a cool Kickstarter for that.
I never thought about doing that. Like just getting a whole bunch of like, just like basically floor plans.
Yes.
Like
well, a lot of people.
A
lot of people are doing it more and more, and especially, I mean, not that we're doing it for this one.
Because like the image quality is nice, right? Like it's all just boom, done, finished. It's not some real terrain that you have to move around or make and store.
Yes.
And it's not messy. It doesn't have like static grass coming off on everything and bits of dirt and block and stuff.
So there's even more there, and then if you're underwater. It's
nice.
No, these are. Well, this is the first time I've opened this. But yeah, if you want short character sheets, it's character sheet front and back.
So. It'd be really cool as a set that's Star Wars. You have like your interior, like walkways and stuff from like the Death Star and like all these different like places from like the saga that could be like instantly just fold out the terrain with like quality high res imaging.
So the whole point of Morkborg is it's supposed to be set in like the age of sail, so either 15 or 1600s.
Oh.
And of course the everything starts becoming more and more undead, and if you kill the undead, you can actually snort them. So they start becoming using it's like cocaine. So
yeah, I remember hearing about it. I remember you guys played it a little bit.
Well, we played Morkborg, but Pirate Borg I like a lot better. One is it's thicker, but I like it. It gives you a lot of different things. It's like, oh, okay, if you want to play different creatures, it was just like I said, it's, I like the way that looks like the crew. Of course, like you can't see too much there, but they have different ones. They've got zombies, skeletons, ghosts, deep ones. Just it's like. And then I like this right here, which has, there's the ship, and then there's a kraken.
Oh, there's like a megalodon down there.
Yep. And then on the next page, you can see a giant turtle, a little mermaid, and whatever the hell that thing that is. I'm not sure if you can see, but it's got the little lantern coming over.
Yeah.
And, the mouth.
Creepy looking.
But yeah, these are... But the guy does all of his own artwork, so I just thought that was kind of cool.
He really doesn't do justice to it. For him to do all that artwork, and plus write the book and edit the book, I imagine, put it together, like that's really productive.
It is. He did.
Yeah, but I like that punk style.
Mm-hmm. I like this a lot better. Let's see. He doesn't even. Which is kind of funny because he doesn't even put in here what it is. Editing and proofreading, he has a few people, the quartermaster, and then that's about it. But yeah, he goes by Limithron. But yeah, these are cool. I've got the virtual tabletop for that too. I've been starting to get it. If I'm going to get a game, I want the virtual tabletop with it as well. Mm-hmm. But yeah, these are all cool.
It's fun. Neat. I had fun tonight, and the virtual tabletop thing is really cool. How it's specific to the game as well. So it's all the graphics and it's immersive, especially when you put the music in there with it.
Yeah, sorry about the
soundboard, sound effects.
Oh no, it's fine. I was able to figure how to lower it.
Yeah, I couldn't hear a damn thing when it came to the sound effects or the.
That's a bummer because it was cool. Man.
Yeah, there was that one time where I could hear, but I think it was hearing it from somebody else's speakers, but I couldn't hear it. There's nothing on when I hit the musical note, like you were saying. There's nothing.
Oh, okay.
It indicates that it's that music.
Well, so when we play again, hopefully next week, if George is well. We'll start off from the eye popping.
Next week I have kids play.
Oh, okay. So 2 weeks. That's fine.
Yeah, the school they just kind of specializes in doing a play every semester.
Okay.
That's kind of
cool. Not a problem. I'm not sure if I'm going to be there for tomorrow's game because my son has his birthday tomorrow.
Well,
So
happy
he's inviting
birthday.
a bunch of people over. So 1 year from adulthood.
Well, we'll have our play
Jackie's
again.
only got a couple of months before he hits 18.
Yeah.
4 months, something like that. A little bit less.
Then you'll lose him and never see him again. No,
No.
I know. No, I know. I'm just
He's
teasing
gonna
about that.
be probably living with us, at least 2 more years. Junior college, and then
No, that's a good way. Couple suggestions about this is have him take a bunch of CLEP tests if they don't accept certain things, because I was able in 2 days I was able to get rid of 12 semester hours by doing those, and they're only like, I guess they're about $150 each to take. And like, why in the world waste a whole semester and $600 or $700? You include books and hours.
Yeah.
So that's my suggestion for him. Is if he can do that, is whatever AP classes he has, and if there's a class he thinks he can pass that he didn't pass an AP test, just take that. I was able to get economics, U.S. history 1 and 2, and then U.S. government, and I got all those out in like 2 days, because the test is once in the morning, once in the afternoon for whatever you want in there, but you can take it for English and calculus and all this other stuff.
I got to run, guys.
All right, see you later.
Take care. We'll see you tomorrow, man.
Yep.
Yeah, see you tomorrow.
Good night.
I'm also going to say goodnight as well. I know George probably isn't feeling. Nope.
No, I'm glad he was doing that. Okay, so in 2 weeks, we'll go for the next part.
Yep.
Where why did he turn into the little neomorphy thing? I know you haven't. So yes.
Well, wish the boy a happy birthday for me tomorrow.
Okay. Well, I have to go get a bunch of board games for him. I got him, which your son may like, is if you've ever had Bang, which is a card game. It's a Western card game.
Oh, okay. I've heard of it. Actually, many times. I've heard of it.
Have you ever played it?
No.
Oh, it's a lot of fun. So he's going to have that with the kids. So we get, for his birthday, my mother got him what's called Bang the Bullet, which is like this tall, but it's a spaghetti Western flavor along with all of the interesting stuff. And so it's like, well, I got the volcano. I've got this rifle. Oh, if you get a horse, you can shoot this far. And depending on how far you sit away determines how far you can shoot someone. But you have a sheriff, 2 deputies, up to 2 deputies, 3 outlaws, and a renegade. Or is it 4 outlaws? Anyway, and 2 renegades. Anyway, they each have different victory conditions, but it's kind of cool. So, if your son ever has it, you might want to get it for yourself and then let your son play with it. If you can get a group of 6 people.
No, he's going to have 9 people in his next D&D game. That's going to be crazy. I
know. Well, my son plays with 12 to 15 kids on his D&D games. Like, that is nuts. And the guy who runs it, he's a good guy too.
But Jackie could be running it. That's the thing. And
yeah. Yes. My son has had so much fun playing it. Not that he also played Dungeon Crawl Classics with me, which is completely different from 5e for lethality. We all died, and he still had fun. So it's like, okay. So whenever they say, "Oh, this new generation doesn't want to die," yeah, it's like the Alien game. Oh, so and so died. Okay.
No, I think it's not our children's generation. It's the one in between. One above them. It's a little bit.
Yeah, the millennials.
yeah, because these kids, they don't mind dying. They play video freaking games, where they die, all the damn time. So I don't think it's them. I think they're fine with it.
I think, what I've noticed is it may be an age thing, and it tends to be an age thing. But I know my friend's wife, she's just like, oh, but we might die. I'm like, uh-huh. That's what makes it exciting.
I was thinking about it. I think it's when you are at a certain age, you don't mind, and if you endure that, it sticks with you. But if you start at an older age, the whole idea of dying is like more traumatic or more distasteful. Because
Mhm.
I mean, when we started, we made up. I had one game where I made up 5 characters in one afternoon. I,
Yes.
And it wasn't a funnel. It was just your character died, roll up a new one. Character died, roll up a new one. Whereas now, I think millennials they spend so much time with their backstory and all the other nonsense making up a character that they feel really put upon and hurt when all of that just goes into the dumpster.
Well, I think there's two different groups. There's the theater kids, and then there are the wargamer kids. And the problem is that
Or
D
the
and
video
D now
gamer
has.
kids.
Well, no, the video gamer kids. I don't. To be fair, is I played tons of video games when I was playing D&D too. So to me, they're one and the same a lot of times. What I'm referring to is the theater kids are all about the story, and the wargamer kids are like, well, how can I beat said monster? And I tend to be more of the wargamer side. Um, Whereas I know, but that's where the theater kids like, no, you can't let me die. I'm main hero syndrome. I'm like, nope, you're an extra, you're a red shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And the other part is I know we all got mad about it, but Firefly or well, Serenity, when they had a couple of the main characters die. Yes, I wasn't happy that they died, but but it didn't suffer from it. It was actually like, oh crap, this actually meant
There
something.
were consequences
Yes.
after mind you, it was only 14 episodes, and they did use up all their luck going into the movie. And
Yep.
sometimes the way it makes it feel more poignant that something
Yeah.
bad happened and it wasn't just erased when the next episode came along. No, this is the end. This is how it's going to end. I keep hearing new chatterings about trying to reboot Firefly, and as much as I wish they would have back then, I hope to God they don't now.
Well, you know what I've been hearing reboots for Battlestar Galactica for like 10 years. I heard reboots for Babylon 5, which all I heard is that they made a cartoon just because the characters got older, and I didn't watch it. No, I just haven't seen it. I'm not saying whether it sucks or not. It's just that the problem is that the story at a certain point is either like you can age characters pretty much, but it's hard to de-age people. So if you use a comic, if you use a cartoon, then you don't have to worry about how old they look. It's still the same voice. But I heard Battlestar Galactica, and when let's think about it. It's been what, 15 years or
Since
17?
the Edward James Olmos version?
Yes. I mean, we've got
there's no need to go back to that particular brand of that franchise. It's over.
Well, that's my point. But the characters are done, and like most things, you almost have to wait 30 years, 20 to 30 years
Start all
before you
over
can
again.
reboot something.
Yeah.
Yep. For a new generation, and I'm not knocking it. As a
Yeah.
kid, I loved the first one, but I did like the newer one. Now, sometimes it got a little too, like some things. Okay, you went a little too far in this area or that one, but I still enjoyed it. At some point I'll probably go back and rewatch it.
I think I have most of the newer BSG, but having watched the old one just last month or the month before or whatever,
Yeah.
for only the second time, I thought it was supremely better, even though it was kind of corny and dated, not dated, but more
Hokey.
innocent and more family friendly and things like that versus the the grittiest, darkest version of BSG you could imagine.
Well, and growing up around the military, I liked the more military feel about the newer one.
Sure.
I like the fact that the ship felt claustrophobic. And then these, like whenever you do Star Trek, you got big wide hallways, and I said
ridiculous architecture. Yeah.
I mean, that was
no one's going to build stuff like that until they've actually mastered it and been in space for generations, and they can afford to do it, and they've learned how to do it without it being like ridiculously wasteful.
Well, the two different types of styles. Like Battlestar Galactica felt like a military warship. It was claustrophobic. There's lots of people in a small area. Things are anyway. Like I said, I like the new one. As a kid, I liked the old one, but going back, I was like, oh man. But some of it was just budget, and
really, the original Battlestar Galactica was the most expensive TV project ever at the time.
Well, yeah, right. Which is why
Battlestar Galactica can't even say that. I mean,
I don't like here. I'm saying,
but they didn't.
Well, the problem was this or the budget. The problem was my point is that, the don't get me wrong, I liked it, but what I'm saying is they kept reusing the same scenes over and over again. It's like, oh, the ship does this, and you're like, hey, we did this once. We're going to keep showing the same one. They did the same one with that.
And yet, at the time, they were putting the same kind of money in each episode as you would put into a full motion picture. And they still had to cut those corners. Imagine if they were spending $100 million per episode of a TV show. That's what it would be like. And no one's ever going to do that. No one's ever going to do that. But that's
Rings of Power.
That's the way it was back in the 70s, late 79, whatever, when the original Battlestar Galactica came out. They were putting that kind of money and work and resource into it, and they were scrambling to put out each episode on time, etc., because there was so much work involved. Now, they'll spend 2 or 3 years, working on the first year.
Yes. Well, I remember how much I loved it, and then they had Battlestar Galactica in 1980. It was like,
and then it sucked.
Oh, I know.
God, it was so awful. I think though I liked that there was like more, like a more spiritual feel to the original.
Oh yeah.
Where
you know why?
It had all the ancient aliens. Yeah, because he was a certain kind of person and into certain kinds of
He was a Mormon.
Yeah,
he was a Mormon. They took the Book of Exodus. That's what they did. Where's that? Don't get me wrong. It's still a great premise. I love the whole idea of, hey, guess what?
The whole ancient aliens, all that, woo woo stuff. Yeah, made it great. Whereas the newer one was, devoid of all of that. And that's a way to go. Now, if they could do do a mixture of the two, keep the original spirit, but have a little bit more of the tactical prowess, and keep the old uniforms. That would be badass.
Well, like I said, I enjoyed it for what it was at the time. I would enjoy watching again. Like I said, you haven't watched The Expanse, but if you have Amazon Prime, it's on Amazon Prime.
Right now, I've got 2 episodes left of the end of Twin Peaks. After that, I'm going to either finish watching Red Dwarf just for shits and giggles, or I'm going to try and watch True Detective if I can find that. I don't know where it is.
HBO.
Son of a bitch. The boy watched it on some sort of other location,
right?
And I can't do that downstairs. I'm not going to do that on my laptop. I got larger TVs, not the biggest you could have, but if I want to watch something to and enjoy it, I really can't do it on a 12-inch screen. That's just.
Well, I'm saying for sci-fi, you'd probably really like The Expanse. Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it. I think they had 3 good seasons with sci-fi, and then Amazon picked it up, and then they finished out the series. But yeah, though it went in a slightly different direction than I wish it had gone, but that's just a personal thing, because I really wish that they had kept. There was a detective character, and it kind of works out as a mystery at the beginning, but that character doesn't come back after like season 1, and I kind of wish that they got more for that. No, it's nothing. It's not knocking it. It's just they put a different focus on the series rather than that one character that you start off with. They went with the other characters. It's still a good series. Like I said, if you like sci-fi, I highly recommend watching The Expanse.
Yeah, no, who me like sci-fi?
I know. That's my whole point. That's what I was trying to tell you is I know how you are about that. Is you're like, well, I'll go watch this. Like, well, go watch The Expanse. You have Amazon Prime. You don't have to worry about trying to find it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but you know what? Amazon is really weird. When Jackie was in Mexico, I was trying to watch Invincible on Amazon, and they didn't want me to.
Oh, because whatever the code is, some things are regionally locked.
I don't know. I could watch like the first couple of half dozen episodes, and then it would just like freeze up and just say, "It's our fault. Sorry, come back later." And I'm like,
"Oh, that's different. I thought it was regionally locked because I've seen some of them that says,
no,
hey, this is
like it's just like
weird.
we can't let you watch that right now. We're having problems." And that went on for 10 days straight. I could watch anything else I wanted, but that show it would be like, sorry, we're having problems. And I'm like, well,
it was too much. I was trying to watch Invincible. I'm like, yeah, it's just too much. I hate saying it.
Yeah, it was awful. There was that one scene where the dad just ripped through the Guardians or whatever they were, just murdered them all. I mean, that was freaking intense. And purely done for shock value, when that same dad was making out with his new bug wife, I'm like, I'm done.
That was weird.
This is fucking.
That was like season 2, wasn't it? But yeah. I was referring to season 1. Season 1 I enjoyed. By the time I got to like season 2, I was like, okay, that's enough. And I'm not a big superhero fan myself.
It was just all about shock and just sort of deconstructing the whole superhero thing. Try to I don't know, just great.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I'm not a big superhero because after a while I get bored of it. I like watching something a little bit closer, which is why like I said, just certain ones. I was trying to think of what other series are out there. I've heard really good things about Night of the Seven Kingdoms.
Yeah, I saw the trailer and I hated it.
Well, yeah, but I've been listening to people and they all said it's actually really good. I was like, okay. Which I watched House of the Dragon. The first season was pretty cool, but then I just couldn't muster up the second season. Yeah. But I didn't watch it to say one way or the other. But they said, well, not too much happens. How in the world can you do 10 episodes and not have anything happen?
To be honest, when I was doing these top 10 videos and whatnot, I have found that there's almost nothing that I really, really enjoy in the way of fantasy on the big screen.
I'm trying.
You name it, Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings was really good. Yeah, but I watched it maybe twice, and I don't ever need to see it again. Or I can wait another 10 years before I'm like, I want to see it again. And
so
I can't think of too many other things that really, wowed me.
So I did Lord of the Rings, but I watched the extended versions because that's better to me than the theatrical. Mm-hmm. And I enjoyed it, but I just thought it was funny because I watched it when it came out of the theaters. I watched it twice when it came out of the theater. And then we bought the extended edition, so watched those. Then I watched all of the making of, which no, The Hobbit was terrible. I didn't watch The Hobbit at all. No, I'm referring to they came in 4 DVDs, and 2 of the DVDs were the movie, and then 2 of them were all the background explaining special effects and costuming and stuff. I really did enjoy that. I thought that was fantastic. But I couldn't sit there, and then my son wanted to play Risk, and I was like, ugh. Not Risk. I said, okay, fine, son. Let me get you the Lord of the Rings version of Risk because I heard that was an interesting one. Mm-hmm. Well, he didn't get any of the references. So I said, all right, you're going to have to sit down and watch the extended versions. So for 3 days, he sat and watched Lord of the Rings extended editions. And like I was talking to you or whatever, but I come in and like, man, I forgot how good these movies are.
Oh, they're
I
fantastic. They're fantastic, but
yeah,
I'm just, I've read the Lord of the Rings trilogy
sure.
more than 10 times,
Oh no, no,
and
no.
I was
I'm
so
yes.
bored with it when the movies came out. I'm like, okay, I'll watch it. It was great, cool, nice, bow on, and I could retire these books for, 25 years and not miss them,
Right.
as I desire to read new crap. That's why I did the video on, where's all the mystery gone, because
Yes.
I find a lot of our friends are just rehashing and reviewing stuff they've watched like 100 times. Whereas, like when I was watching Twin Peaks, I'd never seen it before. I had no idea what I was getting myself into, and just that feeling of not having a clue and trying to figure it out, not knowing what's going on, was absolutely uh, some of the most fun I've had in front of a screen in a long time, because it's just completely no idea what to expect.
Well, I remember watching. Now they never finished the series, but because it was again, we talk about expensive. I liked watching Carnival or Carnival. I can't remember but it was during the Depression. Um, it was an HBO thing. I thought that was pretty cool. I remember, and that's one of those like what's going on. The
Mm-hmm.
same thing that I felt with the Expanse. At the beginning of the Expanse, like I said, it's a mystery. Uh, and then later on, it goes into politics and stuff like that that's going on in the background. But I liked that. That's why I said, if you try to look for something, I do recommend seeing The Expanse, and because it's on
Prime.
I said, oh look, you don't even have to fight with it. I've been rereading. I read Lord of the Rings 2 or 3 times, and the first time I read it all the way through, and the second time I'm like, I don't care about the damn hobbits, so I just skipped over all of that, which sounds funny.
Yeah, it's like, when you've read something or experienced something like that so much, you know it so well. Even though I know every time I've read it, I re-remembered or re-experienced little tiny details, like, oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Oh, that was really cool, and now we're back into the stuff I remember, and there's just no real excitement. I think I would get more out of reading, the entirety of Tarzan, which I've never done all the way through, than I would like anything to do with Lord of the Rings, just because I know it so well. There's no surprises. There's nothing's going to happen that I don't already know is going to happen, and you know,
well, I noticed
craving.
Well, I mean, I noticed whether it was Tarzan or a lot of them were or I was listening to a lot of stuff for Edgar Rice Burroughs. Listening, I'm like, it's very formulaic on how he does this stuff.
Yeah.
I said, but you know what? Sometimes I'm okay with the formula. It doesn't bother me. But there was that one, and then the other one I did was I enjoyed. To me, not everything has. What's that?
Pellucidar?
I don't think I read the one that was Venus.
Carson Napier of Venus. Those are good.
Yeah.
Those are really good. Those are charming and kind of mushy. But I actually appreciate that more than I just than not having that. Where it's like Lord of the Rings is just a freaking sausage fest, and that to me is so awful and unrealistic.
For which part?
There's no romance. There's no men and women hooking up, getting together, getting married, having families, any of the normal stuff that you would absolutely expect, from people.
Well, to be fair, it's before and after. It's not during while they're there. I mean,
that particular story, absolutely. But the only person, I mean, Aragorn and Arwen, you don't even really get that until the appendix, which is.
Oh, I was so mad. I was so mad when he didn't hook up with Eowyn. And actually, it still bugs me why he did that. Because I went, no, it still bugs me because Arwen has only a minor thing. But what I was referring with Eowyn was the whole point is that Middle Earth was going to the humans. The elves were leaving and everything else. And my thing was that would have represented, hey, a
solidification.
Yeah, it was unification of man as he takes over the world. And I was like, that would have, to me.
I think he did it. We're obviously just speculating, but to show that that Aragorn was so much better than an average male, that no human female could have really held the kind of stature that he did. Even
well, also the problem was that he was too long lived. He was older than almost all the other characters besides Gandalf and Legolas.
Yeah.
I mean,
his Numenorean blood, that sort of thing. It's fine, but like at least with Carson Napier or Tarzan or John Carter, there's like the things that really actually motivate men wasn't just glossed over. You know what I mean? Like completely just an afterthought. That's how it felt. It felt like Rosie and Mary and Aragorn and Arwen and Eowyn and was it Faramir?
Faramir
Was just an afterthought. At the end, where I mean, there would if it was written, if like someone literally wrote Tolkien for the Lord of the Rings for the first time today, there would be so much more romance in it.
But you have to remember Tolkien was also, which we tend to forget in modern day, which was Tolkien was in the trenches in World War One, so there wasn't much.
Do you think if you were in World War One, you wouldn't be thinking about your sweetie back home and writing her into the freaking story?
Well, my whole thing on that is at that point. Well, yeah, but I'm saying, but at that point, you can write letters and stuff, but it's the bonding that you have as you're saying, "Hey, we're going to do this for the world," and that was the whole point of it.
It was the first kind of story like that, that was like for the world, let's save the world. Almost the first time a story had been written where the world was saved, other than the Bible, or maybe Lord Dunsany or something. That was kind of a concept even, but
so I mean I didn't mind it at all because when you looked at it, it's like, okay, here's a group of people going out. Reminds me a lot of when I talk to some of these guys for special forces and they're like, I've been home 5 months out of 3 years. It's like, oh man, that sucks. Yeah, so I mean it's not the Lord of the Rings. I've been going through. I was reading Dungeon Crawler Carl, which is ridiculous, but it's a lot of fun to read. It's basically a video. It's basically the Earth has been taken over, and their plan is a giant game show. And anyway, it's actually I was thinking, okay, this is ridiculous. I'll read it. I really did enjoy it, and I'll have to go through get the book number 8, but that was the first series that I plowed through the books quickly, very quickly. And I know my son plowed through Harry Potter very quickly. Harry Potter just wasn't aimed at my age group, but that was the. But no, I mean I gotta be honest, it wasn't bad. It just wasn't aimed at me. So there's that. There's I've been trying to go through some others in there. Trying to think of what other books I'm going to be getting. But I've been going through Dune again. So I went through Dune Messiah, and then The Children of Dune. And I realized I really didn't listen to Children of Dune. I had it playing, but it didn't soak in. I said, oh, okay. I appreciate it a lot more now. I put it at a slower speed. So, yes.
I think I noped out. What's the third Dune book?
That's The Children of Dune. The fourth one's, I think, God Emperor.
Yeah, there was a third book halfway through. I went, yeah, I'm bored. And that
actually
was decades ago, and I have had no desire to go back, which is really weird because watching Twin Peaks, the first season, there's like a whole lot of you could see David Lynch's like Dune sort of stuff in it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Sleeper. I was like, oh my god, this is freaking hysterical. And then watching David Lynch actually play the character that he plays in Twin Peaks, I'm like, this guy is freaking an absolutely amazing weirdo. Um, that I want to learn more about. The character he played in a little bit in the first series of Twin Peaks, but more so in the second. He's like a regular character, and he plays such a weird. I mean, you could write yourself into a show, and kind of be a little bit of a egomaniac about it, but he didn't do that. He kind of did almost the opposite, made him someone for everybody to laugh at. And not everybody has the
Yes.
ability to you're writing this thing, but then you're kind of the joke character. I mean, I can kind of see that. you know
Okay, I'm just amazed, and I didn't realize this because I heard that it was the same thing. Was season 1 and 2 were in 2019 or 1990 1991, and then season 3 is in 2017. I was like, holy crap, that's a 27-year difference.
mhm.
But no, I mean, I watched Twin Peaks for the movie, and watched the whole series. I like different things. The other one I like is Luc Besson and the way that he does movies. And then some of the other stuff you're talking about fantasy. I started watching Indian films because they're so ridiculous and over the top.
Right.
I was like,
I can see that. Yeah, kind of like when I watched Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. When I saw it in the theater, I'm
yeah.
like, you know what? If they do like, if this isn't just like a one off, and I knew it wasn't, there's probably a whole lot of freaking really cool shit that I might be able to get into when it comes to fantasy, etc.
Of course, I'm not big into Chinese. And when I say I'm not big, it's hard for me to sit down and watch everything in Chinese with subtitles. I was watching Creation of the Gods, Part 1 and Part 2. And that's really cool. Part 1 is really good. Part 2 is really good. And the special effects, man, they're as good, if not better, than a lot of stuff you see on a major blockbuster.
I can imagine. I can imagine.
And that one was, that one's really cool. I was trying to watch the Monkey King, and they have different versions of it. And I watched the old 1960s or 70s version, and this is Chinese media, so just how ridiculous that is. But I remember watching one of them. I was in Germany, and they would have the movie, and then it would be subtitled in German, and it was ridiculous. It had dragons and demons and stuff popping out. It's the stuff that I was, oh yeah, this is. But that's why I watch anime, because I really look. I like some special effects, but I don't need them to be photorealistic. They just need to be good enough. And I think sometimes they forget about that. It's like if you have a good storyline, unless the special effects are really bad. But come on, we grew up with Doctor Who. You could not get any cheaper than Doctor Who, and yet it was well beloved for decades. I mean, come on, the Daleks, that did not inspire fear out of me ever.
No, I was trying to think if Blake 7 was, on par, below, or above when it came to special effects, because Blake 7, their special effects were pretty bad. But I love that.
But you know what? It's the story that kept you, or it's the actor or the characters. And I think sometimes that's the problem, is that they're trying to do more spectacle than story. But like I said, as I was watching, I'll have to see about Part 3, but there was Creation of the Gods Part 1, and then I was able to watch Creation of the Gods Part 2. And I highly recommend to anyone that likes that kind of stuff for fantasy. And I like watching it. And it's higher fantasy, but it's but yeah, I found it a lot of fun. And then Bahubali, Part 1 and Part 2, um, where he goes over and they're using the guy swinging a ball and it's not what we used to call it, it's ball and chain, and
Uh-huh.
he's just like you're watching like 20 of them fly off in the distance as he hits them. Um, it's just all fun and ridiculous, which is why I love it. So
It sounds pretty
anyway,
gonzo.
it is. But the problem is that they're foreign films, and here in the U.S., they just sometimes I think they forgot how to have fun with movies.
Yeah, I mean, when you were talking about it, the movie that came to mind instantly was Buckaroo Banzai.
Oh yeah,
One of the last times I can remember seeing a movie where they did just that. They were having fun, making something retarded and awesome at the same time. Absolutely ridiculous. Um, not to be taken serious. This isn't a it's not going to be a classic. It's always going to be considered like an '80s B movie, but it's a cult classic because it knows not to take itself too damn seriously, kind of like Howard the Duck. I mean, nobody
or
took
Howard. How
no-
about Hawk the Slayer?
nobody took those movies seriously, and that's what everything does nowadays. It takes itself so damn seriously when sometimes I mean, unless it's for kids, and then they do that sort of Bugs Bunny breaking the
Yeah,
third wall, fourth wall, whatever it is, talking to the audience, which you know
that's fine if that was.
not everybody can,
Yeah,
pull it off.
I
Mickey
mean,
Dolenz, Bugs Bunny, and I don't even think Deadpool pulls it off.
I thought Deadpool pulled it off pretty well, but that's because Ryan Reynolds spends a lot of the movie making fun of Ryan Reynolds. He knew exactly what he was and did play, especially part two with he's like Peter. Oh, Peter, luck is not a superpower. Um,
Yeah, I didn't
but
see that one.
oh well, they have Domino, which her whole thing is about. What's your special power? Luck, and then he has like this normal guy by the name of Peter, and he's just like, and then
Oh,
they have Cable. It was funny, but
okay.
but you know what? I knew what it was. I didn't take it seriously. Everyone knew what it was, and it was just you just had fun with it. It's Ryan Reynolds spending about an hour and 40 minutes making fun of himself. He said, like the part where he talks about having his face burned off as Deadpool. He says, "Do you think Ryan Reynolds has any acting ability? No, he relies purely on his good looks." It was, I mean, come on, that wasn't the first movie. He just spends time with that. It's like, all right, I can take that. And then I watched the third one, Wolverine and Deadpool. It's like, okay. That was another one they were just having fun with. And it's like,
Maybe
we know what the movie
I haven't
is.
seen. I've only seen the first Deadpool movie, and no real desire to see any Marvel movie since the second Iron Man, the second Avengers movie,
See,
Age
the only movies,
or Age of Ultron, not or
yeah,
the first
Infinity War.
one with
Yeah.
Thanos. After
Okay.
that, I was like,
The
when
only movies that I liked was Logan, and then I've liked the Deadpools. Don't get me wrong, I enjoyed the first Iron Man, but even I knew it was a weak movie.
I don't know, it was kind
It
of
was Robert Downey Jr. being Robert Downey Jr., which was fun, but it wasn't.
I don't know. Did you read Iron Man growing up?
No, I'm not a big. Like I said,
He,
superheroes weren't my
he was
thing.
he was a really good Tony Stark. I can't
I'm
I
not.
can't picture anybody else pulling it off.
Yeah, but as far as a movie, it was kind of weak. If it was Robert Downey Jr. being. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy watching Robert Downey Jr., but the movie itself, I mean, with the villain and everything else, it was so. It was not, you watch it for Robert Downey Jr. You do not watch it because it's Iron Man. Is what I'm trying to say.
Oh no! See, that's just it. It was kind of the opposite for me. I grew up
Yeah.
reading Iron Man. I thought the way they did everything, all the things about the suit and the way it worked and the way it looked and how it was built and all that was like better than the comic books.
Okay.
And
Well,
Jackie and I really bonded over that movie when he was a little guy because he was one of my favorite superheroes, and it was the first Marvel movie. So of course, as a kid, he was like just
yeah.
transfixed by it, because it was just you know absolutely amazing. The closest thing in special effects I can remember prior to that was some of the scenes in Stargate with the way the helmets would come up and on,
Yep.
that kind of, or the Batmobile doing its weird, cocoon. Everything about it, even the like mistakes and things like that. Even uh, the all the other characters in it. It was kind of for me like a perfect movie. It had a great beginning, middle, and end. And if they never did another one, it would have been freaking classic. But
Like I said, it's yeah. No, I almost all of them that were in there. I saw a lot of them. I didn't care. But it's like my
mhm,
friend's like, oh, I will say this much: the Spider-Man, the Sony version, the first three. Well, to be fair, part three was not that good, but part one and part two, in the early 2000s with
with
Tobey Maguire,
absolutely those were I
those were
stopped.
awesome. Those
Yeah,
were great.
all the ones that came after, I absolutely despised. Nobody got it in Hollywood that Peter Parker wasn't supposed to be this, the most popular kid in school or even
Yeah.
popular at all. Whereas Tobey Maguire, he was like exactly, the way Peter Parker was. He was a
I will say
greasy,
this much.
nerdy, unpopular kid who got lucky.
Well, I will say this much. I did enjoy. Was it No Way Home where they brought Tobey Maguire? The other one where they brought
Didn't see it.
all of the. Oh, that one was excellent, actually.
I saw the one
Um,
with Mysterio, and that was when I was like, I'm done. I'm
no,
absolutely
this was.
freaking done.
Well, this is the one
Although
where they
I
bring back.
weirdly, I wouldn't mind seeing the new one with Nicolas Cage, the black and white. That one looks
Oh,
kind of so different. And plus, I like Nick Cage. I know he's a you know
sure. Well, the
he is
problem
what
is
he
that
is.
he got into debt with the IRS, so he had to take like every movie that came along, and so you. But no, I like I said, No Way Home. They brought Tobey Maguire back
There,
along with which was the other one, and then they
with all
brought
the
they had
other
all three
different
of them.
Spider Verse thing, I freaking despise that shit. Um,
Actually, like I said, they did a good job with that one. I hate multiverse. I do because whenever you do multiverses, it means that there are no stakes.
and there's no
That's what gets it.
originality. There's no the originality that anybody has kind of goes out the window.
Like
There's one thing that I liked that did that, but
anyway, if you enjoy Spider Man, I do recommend No Way Home for that one. I didn't really like the other ones. The other one, I normally don't like time travel, but the way they did in Babylon 5, I thought was excellent.
yeah,
Um,
Babylon 5 was
because
fantastic.
it's not that you can't use the problem is it's overdone and it's usually lazy writing, which is my problem with
Well, not
Star
only
Trek.
that, but I mean, uh, if you know anything about physics and the entire idea of time travel is it's impossible. You can't do it. Um,
Well, the problem I have with most of it is it's lazy. Like the way that they did it with Babylon 5, it had it fixed. It didn't change anything, oddly enough. What it did was it played out exactly like the past was. Whereas when you do this, what's the problem I have with Star Trek, Voyager especially. It just seemed like every time I turned it on, They're either having a problem with the holodeck, which always pissed me off.
Mm.
If it's not working, you take it offline. There should be the problem. And then the other one was time travel, so it means that whatever you're doing doesn't mean that much. And that really frustrated me.
You know, Doctor Who was one of the only time travel things that ever did it right. Why? Because he never actually time traveled.
Well, you know what the other thing was? That's the whole premise of it. If you built your premise on it, it's okay. But what you don't do is you don't, like you said, you don't change yourself for it.
Yeah, I suppose Quantum Leap too, but I never.
Yeah.
I saw a few episodes here and there, but I never watched the whole series and it got to the actual end, which some people liked, some people hated. I have no opinion because I didn't see it. Maybe one of these days, but I don't think I'm gonna buy the entire series unless it's like dirt freaking cheap.
Yeah, I mean, Quantum Leap was okay. I just couldn't get into it. You know, I much preferred, if you're going to go by premises, I much preferred Sliders.
Thank you. Yeah, that was a great show.
And more because they were going through different dimensions. They were not going through different times. You know, it's like, well, what happens if, this, this was the premise? Like, oh, okay. I thought that was a lot. And again,
it was almost like a time travel / Twilight Zone night gallery kind of what if show.
Yes. What if this had happened in the past and now you're in the future of take that to the nth degree? The only one I really remember was the one where they had to do the where instead of lawyers they had gunslingers.
Yep. That's the one that stuck in my head the most as well. For I don't know why, but that's funny that we both have that one. That's sort of like the seminal episode that everybody remembers. Probably because you live in Texas and I wish I could live in Texas, and that would be a perfect world. You got a problem, you just take it out in the streets and handle it like men.
Well, you know what? If our politicians would do that with each other, that'd solve a lot of issues.
No. I think it would be better if we could call out our politicians like that.
No. What I mean by that is, if they're really, instead of them doing this performative thing where they insult each other, and then when the cameras turn off, they're buddy.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, you said something about my wife. Well, you know what? Which is what Andrew Jackson did. He shot the guy who insulted his wife. And he got, people forget about these things. I said, there's a whole different thing of like, oh, okay. If you really passionately believe in this, let's go take it outside and let's, instead these are just cowardly. I'm not going to be elected. Like, that's not a big deal if you can be shot.
Yeah.
But no, and we'll see. Good old Eye Patch McCain is gone. And Cornyn's probably going to lose.
What do you think about what's his name? No.
Herrera?
Yeah.
Oh, did you hear what happened with his opponent?
No. Oh, yeah. He quit.
Yeah, but he quit because he had an affair, and then the lady he had an affair with lit herself on fire.
Yeah, that's just horrific. I mean, how do you come back from that? How does anybody back you after that comes out?
Well, what gets me about that is if you knew this was going to happen, you knew it. If you did win the primary, for the primary, you were probably going to lose that. Anyway, we'll see what happened with Brandon Herrera. But what gets me about the whole thing, I'm not trying to get too political, was the Republican Party throwing money into primary races. Look, save your money for the general election. Stop spending on the damn primaries. Cornyn spent $70 million, what they said. Paxton spent $5 million. And Brandon Herrera almost won last time on $1 million versus Tony, I forgot his last name. He spent $10 million just to keep the seat. Like, look, that money is better spent doing the general election. And now I'm hearing Richard Barris say that, the pollsters are being told they aren't going to get any money from the Republican Party if they don't support this war in Iran. Anyway, that's about all I'm going to say about that. But so expect some polls that are going to be heavily skewed one way.
Oh, you think? Yeah, yeah.
That's
It's just a
that's why
freaking. It's just a bunch of bullshit.
I didn't want to get too much into it. I'm just saying, but that's why I trust him, because I've actually talked to him, and I actually had him change a question one time on his polls. But I really like it just because he says it like it is, and he explains on his methodology and how you look at it. And I said, well, that's good. He says, whether you like the results or not, you need to know the truth. And the problem is everyone seems to live in their bubbles. It's like, okay, and we'll see. We'll find out. I just don't. I expect there to, a lot of people to lose seats because of what's going on now. But yeah, anyway, I'm trying to think of what other stuff is out there. Like I said, I've been watching more anime, and the problem is anime always the people start off low, but they get power so fast that it kind of bores me after about 10 to 15 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone
That's
is
why
so.
I'm going to be looking at more. Like I said, with the mystery series I'm working on. Not just mysteries like whodunits, but definitely a
Sure.
bunch of that. To where I'm like, I forgot how much I missed like engaging with what I'm watching and trying to figure out what's going on. There's a critical thinking skill that's, I think, been taken out of our viewing pleasure. We used to watch mysteries like crazy, a few generations ago, and slowly they've been completely like whittled out because I think uh, critical thinking and that kind of deductive reasoning and problem solving is no longer.
I'm gonna be a little bit different. I don't think the problem is the audience. I think the writers
No,
have lost that. Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
I think not just the writers, but the producers, etc. The people who run the world don't want us thinking like that or engaging in that kind of problem solving and suspicion and
Well, I mean, I just remember watching
I mean,
that stuff.
if you're going to rule the world, the last thing you want is people actually thinking.
Well,
and wondering and questioning. And I want to watch things that remind me and make me actually use my brain instead of just sit there and, get spoon fed a bunch of bullshit.
I mean, going a little bit different. Let's not for well. One of my favorites still was Jack Night Stalker, but
That was that problem solving who done it was partially there, was it not?
But like he was just supposed to be a news reporter and he finds stuff. But I'm referring to it. Do you remember how popular Matlock was? Perry Mason,
Mm-hmm.
Murder She Wrote.
Yep.
And speaking of, when you're talking about people loving mystery, I still remember people loving Lost, which, to be fair, he used the exact same thing in Once Upon a Time, which I did enjoy for the first probably 4 or 5 seasons.
Mm-hmm.
But at a certain point, the ratings are high enough, but the writers have run out of ideas, and like it's better just cut it off there. But I enjoyed.
Yeah, I can't
enjoyed
think of
once.
too many like straight up mystery cop whatever detective shows that have come along in about 20 years, maybe more.
So I'll give you a tip. Like I said, it's a lot of times they did the Lost thing, which is everyone kept guessing at it. And I remember how big Lost was when it came out.
It
And
was
I
pretty
watched it. And I watched like the first 2 seasons, and then I kind of figured out that they were already in purgatory or limbo. Before that, I figured that out by about season 3 or so, when I said, "Oh, this is just kind of weird." But I thought, okay, it was an interesting premise, and then they kind of went off the side. I'm trying to think of what the other ones were. Um, but yeah, then they did the same thing where we get meet characters, but you don't really know their background. It slowly fleshes everything out. Well,
Heroes
once
was
the
another
characters,
good one that
yes,
there was so many mysteries and things. It made you think. Not just sit there and accept.
Yeah. Well,
And I want more of it.
I think part of it is people want to go for a ride, and they want to, let them think what's going on, and oh, I thought it was going to go this way, and you spin them around. But what I enjoy too is when I watch things in a second viewing, you can watch what it was, which is why people talk about the Sixth Sense. Now, I had already heard about the ending, so I was looking for all of the
No,
stuff that.
when I probably a lot of people said this, but I knew like 15, 20 minutes in, I'm like, oh, I know what's going on,
Yes,
and you know, it was
but
like when I was watching um, Twin Peaks. There were a couple of things in the first season. I'm like, oh, I know what's going on, and I was right a couple of times.
yeah,
Other times I was not, and I'm okay
right.
with being not uh, more
As
than
long
I
as you give,
am getting it all. You ever watch something and you like, oh, I know what's going on. I know what's going on. I know, and it's like it's so obvious,
I
and it
know.
makes you feel like you're really, not actually all that smart. It's just, it's so obvious that a 12-year-old would figure it out.
Yeah, I mean, I know that. The other one I'd like is I do enjoy. What I like doing is when they do all of the foreshadowing, and you might miss the foreshadowing, and then when you watch the second time, you're like, oh, of course it should have gone this way. But that's fine. It's
Mhm.
like I said, I don't mind it, but you know this is the problem here with movie theaters. First off, you're doing the same thing over and over, and I hate saying I don't care about superheroes. I've never really cared about superheroes unless they're a good movie, and you get a lot of slop in there, and you can't just churn things out. You have to make it so people like the characters, and you have a good story, and you did this. Um, and
And
I
there's
don't really
consequences. They don't
yes,
always just Superman or Flash their way through everything, and there's no there's no big challenge or threat or danger. I hate that shit. I hate those kind of characters that just literally, it's got to be a special end of the year thing where they finally get, a bruise or a black eye, a little bit of damage. It's like,
well, see, that's why I liked it from the 1920s or 30s, or whatever it was when the old Superman cartoons, where he, when they says he could jump a building, not just fly all the
Mhm,
time, and they ramped him up too hard because I remember watching one of the old cartoons. I think it was from
mhm.
the 40s, and they were
Oh yeah,
shooting guns at him, and he actually was getting hurt. Now it wasn't like killing him, but it was enough that like it would leave bruises. I was like,
hey,
oh,
what's the
okay,
name of it?
yeah.
Um,
So
Never heard of it.
and neither have I, and I haven't watched anything on AMC. It's just like I enjoyed. The Walking Dead for about the first three seasons, and after that, I'm like, okay, I'm done. And that happens a lot. It's just it feels very
That
similar.
one actually was like a little bit too dark for me. I was watching the first episode, and the
Yep.
little girl or whatever. I'm just like, okay, they're going this hard this early. They're not going to like ease me into the horrific nature of absolutely everything. Going right for nightmare fuel first thing. First 20, 30 minutes in, I'm like, yeah, I'll wait until I'm you know more in the mood for that kind of hard
Right.
and dark
Well,
versus
I
you know
I like different. That's part of the reason I watch. That's why I like watching different shows. It's just like reading different books. Um, I can take dark in some cases, but when it's all the time,
you gotta have a
which I think,
contrast. Without contrast,
yeah,
you're just literally just making something that has almost no redeeming qualities.
well, look, if it's what was I was trying to think of, like Serenity. It's a very dark background with a lot of dark undertones, but it was very lighthearted in other areas. That was humorous and fun to watch.
And
Um,
people who cared about each other, and fell in love, and
I like the jokes.
realistic kind of happy ending,
Yeah.
humor.
Yep.
But if it's just everything sucks, everything's dark, everything's awful, and you're better off just not watching it or blowing your brains out if you live in that world, so you don't have to suffer more. That's not for me.
Well, the problem I also have was what was the other one called? As Vikings, and I was like, it needs more humor. It just
Yeah,
wasn't.
I tried watching that. It was on I think right after I forget what channel, but it was on right after Merlin, and I hated
Yeah.
both shows, and I'm like, what the hell am I watching? This is crap.
I enjoyed the first season, but it was too, but it lacked levity and joy that you would have in some
Is that the
things.
one with the lady blacksmith in it?
I don't remember. I don't think there was a lady blacksmith. If they did, it was in one of the much later seasons.
I'm pretty
But no,
sure.
they had a shield maiden in there, and they had
I'm pretty sure there was a
right.
female blacksmith, and I'm just like, this was
If
not.
it wasn't a later season, because the first season was trying to be very historic, and then but it did so well, they kept on going over into other directions.
I'll see if I can find it. Mini Warmut and give it a look. See.
Yeah, I
I
don't
don't think I
know.
can get AMC. I don't know. I don't watch that much TV. I usually just buy what I want.
I have to get good recommendations on it, and sometimes I don't really care about historical or more modern stuff. I
took a chance on Twin Peaks, and is one of the best things I've watched in a long time. I really
Twin Peaks was really big in when I was in high school, which was 1990, 91.
Was that when it came out? Yeah,
yeah.
I totally missed it. I wasn't watching any TV whatsoever in the 90s, or listening to the radio. No, I wasn't in jail. I just I was busy doing other stuff. I lived in Virginia, and where we lived, we had like 3 channels of TV, and it was a military town, and all we got was Gomer Pyle and Petticoat Junction and F Troop, and Hogan's Heroes, stuff I'd either watched a million times before or just didn't care.
I'm trying to think of. I mean, there were a lot of things like, I know that this wasn't your time, but I enjoyed watching a couple of seasons.
Oh, it's on Netflix? Or is it called Seasons?
I think he's saying that the seasons are on Netflix.
Okay. You know what? Actually, I also enjoyed the shit out of the Blacklist. That wasn't really much of a mystery, though, but I did enjoy the shit out of that.
I enjoyed Community for the first few seasons. That was pretty. I really did enjoy that one, and apparently they've brought back the Drow episode because now they're allowed to be politically incorrect again. One of the characters put himself completely in blackface to play a Drow, and for a while they removed it because there was people. And I noticed Amazon, the old what is it called? The old Popeye, like the one from the 1930s where it's not politically correct anymore. And I think they're showing the old Bugs Bunny from like World War II. And I said, hey, look, who cares? People are here to have fun. And when you remove people having fun
some people are, but then there are other people here who are here to control the lives of other people. And those people need to go and...
Well, the problem is that, like most things, I don't want to be dictated by people whose lives are... Like, if your life isn't in order, and now you want to tell me how I'm supposed to live my life, you're not the best example. It's...
right?
But it's like, why, go fix your life first and then worry about other people. But no, it was... Oh, what was the other one? There was another one out there. I was trying to think of the... it was Alienation, the series. I liked that one. I liked.
That was pretty
Did
good.
you ever watch the other one I liked from the '90s? I think that was for Showtime. Was The Outer Limits, the newer Outer Limits from the '90s. I thought they did a really good job. I like that better than the newer Twilight Zones from the '80s. Because I remember everyone talking about the Twilight Zone coming back in the 1980s, and I was like, it's okay. I think the black and white versions were much better. But the newer Outer Limits from the 1990s, I thought were excellent because they asked a lot of questions, which I liked. But they didn't tell you an answer. Sometimes it was the right answer, and sometimes it was the wrong answer. And what was the other one that they had? Tales from the Dark Side sometimes had some good stuff.
Yeah.
And then I'm trying to think of, but most of it was, I think, the 1990s I thought were kind of the highlight. And then after that, early 2000s. But by 2010, I noticed a lot of stuff it seemed to be just turning out formulaic same movies over and over again. And I know that people love superheroes like you do, but I did not. I much preferred Indiana Jones over any superhero.
The first couple of Indiana Jones movies were really good.
Yeah, the first three.
After that,
they didn't make any more.
But I also enjoyed, obviously The Shadow, even though what's his name was in it. I thought it was a fantastic adaptation.
I didn't see The Shadow. Didn't they have and I guess it was a 1990s thing. Didn't they have Young Indiana Jones?
That was actually a lot of fun. I watched several episodes of that. I love The Phantom, Shadow, even the Ron Ely, Doc Savage movie, and all of which are superheroes, but they're all pulp era superheroes where they weren't perfect and they weren't all powerful.
Yeah. That's the problem I have with a lot of them. Is I don't mind a Batman level hero, superhero, but any more than that, that's a bit much. And I don't mind someone having some, powers.
And The Rocketeer, that movie was great.
I haven't watched The Rocketeer. I need to. But boy, that was. But that's what they were. And I heard it was. Didn't it flop when it came out?
Of course.
The other. One of the movies I really liked.
It was great.
One that
it flopped like John Carter, and John Carter was fucking awesome.
Hey, did you ever? Here's another flop that I loved. Did you ever watch Dark City?
No, it's on my list, but I can't
watch
find
Dark
it without
City. You want to talk about one that you weren't sure what's going on with the movie, and it has kind of a detective feel, and with the big twist. Dark City is it.
It's on my list, but I can't find it without just buying it. And if I could watch it, and I
wait a minute, you can watch it on Tubi for free.
I tried finding it on my Tubi, and I can't.
No, it says Tubi right now. They change up sometimes, but it's on Tubi right now for free.
Yeah, I find that I have conversations with my friends like this, and then I'll go on Tubi and my smart TV where it'll search all kinds of places to find those things, and everything that I just talked about will not be available.
Okay, it's on right now. I literally have it playing. And they don't edit it. You have to deal with commercials, but they don't edit it, which is nice.
I'll see if I can pull it up when I go downstairs, which is going to be in exactly 1 minute. Because it's Saturday night, tomorrow's Sunday. And this was fun chatting with you, Omen.
Sure.
Great game. Appreciate it. You did really well.
I feel it's kind of slow, but you guys seem like okay with it. So I'm like, okay.
Hey, I've seen too many horror movies to know what not to do.
Oh, I know. Well, you know what you do is you lead into the stuff you're not supposed to do, because that actually makes it more fun. What I'm saying is, hey,
I think it might be
treat it.
because I'm running a female character also, and I can't picture a female going, "Yeah, let's go do suicidal shit."
Well, no, I don't mean suicidal stuff. What I meant was the, until you know something's wrong, it's like whenever you go into a building, you're like, oh, okay, it's not a big deal. I'll just walk into the building. Anyway, I'll give you the link in your Discord.
Thanks,
so
appreciate
you can see where, about that. But yeah, it's but no, you're right for Dark Sleep. But I love Dark Sleep. I saw it in the movie theater, and you want to talk about one that's trippy. And you know what my friend's main complaint was? It was so dark, and she's like, I'm like, it's in the title. but it's the basic premise is the guy wakes up with the dead body next to him, and he's trying to figure out what's going on.
I hate when that happens. Folks, have yourself a great rest of your weekend. I'm going to go, as I tell my daughter, do people stuff. I will see you guys Monday morning, because I won't see most of you tomorrow except in my D&D game, unless I pop over to somebody else's show, but I probably won't, because I'm going to have they're still not done with my plumbing. I still don't have my bathroom back. This place is still a disaster. It's going on 2 or 3 weeks now, because the plumbers only show up for like 4 hours a day, 6 hours a day. Yeah.
You know what? I was telling my son, if he wasn't going to become an electrician, become a plumber.
A lot of money.
I know. They make more than I did with a master's degree.
Yeah, but they got to deal with a lot of dirt, a lot of crap.
Yeah, but my son's okay with that stuff. That's the whole point. Is my son will clean up my dishwasher, and when I mean clean it out, I mean we're talking about the line that's full of gunk and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, I don't want to touch that. He's like, ha 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 ha, and he goes and cleans that out. Good job, son. Here you go. Yeah, he's a treasure. Anyway, have a good night, all. Shadow, I just gave you the link for Dark City. I think that you have to be careful at the end of the month. A lot of times they'll rotate movies out, so you need to watch before the end of the month, because I don't know if it'll be in the month after. But it looks like they just brought it up in January. So cool.